What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the last but certainly not least session for the 2024 USA Powerlifting New York State Championships here in the Albany Capital Center in Albany, North Carolina.
In Albany, North Carolina.
Did I say Albany, North Carolina? Albany, New York. Goodness gracious. Well, you are joined by one very tired Nick Stevens, a.k.a. Gainendorf, on the track. And we are joined by the beautiful, the one and the only
Destiny. Hey guys, back from yesterday. Feeling good today. Ready to commentate the last session. Sorry guys, they just introduced us as the commentary team. But yeah, super excited to get started here. I'm definitely a little bit tired, but you know.
It's the second session, the last session, the fourth session. After this, we will be all done with our meet this weekend, guys. All right. We have all of our referees reporting to the stage. We are going to get our action started here in just a few short minutes. I want to give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors that have helped put this phenomenal meet on this weekend. We've got A7 Apparel, one of the presenting sponsors for the New York State Championships and for USAPL, Demand Greatness. We've got White Toe Lifting Co., vendor and a longtime sponsor of many New York and Northern meets. We've got Avances Footwear and Apparel, Kevin Drury Photography. We've got Sincere Training Systems, Buff Bagels. We've got the Supplement Cartel, Coleman Insurance Agency, LiftingCast, Mustache Fitness and Barbell, as well as Roasted by the Rim, or Roast on the Rim. What are they called?
I don't know.
We have a coffee vendor outside.
All right, so we're going to get started here. On platform 2, we have, I don't know how to pronounce that name.
That is Joey Misto.
Joey?
Joey Misto, handled by the one and the only Eli Mujaj of White Toe Lifting Co., our primary sponsor for this weekend. Man is decked out in the sleeves and the singlet. And we've got Nathan Resnisek. Let me know if I pronounced that right. Resnisek on platform 1. This is 185 kilos, 407 pounds from the Cannoli gang from Squats and Science.
All right, on platform 2, we got Phil coming out. I've seen Phil compete actually quite a few times in the last year, opening up with 160 kilos on the bar. Oh, yes, very speedy, and you can tell by his face he is ready to go. Beautiful opener. So there's 2 platforms operating right now, platform 1, platform 2. So we'll do our best to cover both. Shouldn't be an issue. Platform 2, we got Elijah coming out with 170 kilos on the bar. Teen 1 lifter, which means he's either 14 or 15 years old. And on platform 1, we have Marcus coming out with 212.5 kilos on the bar.
These lifters are 100 kilos, folks. 220 pounds.
Very nice, very easy opener for Elijah and also Marcus.
Easy lift for Marcus on platform 1.
Great job. Ooh, on platform 1, we have Zachary, a.k.a. McStiff, on Instagram.
Big Zach McCarg.
Big Zach. Platform 2, we got Matt Bilo coming out, 180 kilos on the bar. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Here we go, Mixed Stiff himself, 222.5 kilos. We are talking about 490 pounds for a squat opener for the men's 100 kilo weight class. Ladies and gents, if you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching from and who you're watching for. We like to let our lifters know that they're being supported all across the country as well as here in the Albany Capital Center.
Good squat for Matt. Come on, McStiff.
Bring him out. Zachary McCarg. Easy.
Beautiful opener.
That's moved about as opener
Yes,
as an opener
Zach.
should. Zach McCarg. That's a good lift.
Beautiful. He's in it. All right, on platform 2, we got Frankie. Another teen lifter, teen 2. All right, looks pretty easy. Let's see what the judges say. Okay, so the right referee on the side gave him a red for depth, so it looked a little bit high on her side. So what they're looking for is for your hip crease to be below the top of your knee. That is what we considered hitting depth. And it looks like the hip crease did not get to that point, so she red lighted that. On platform 2, we got Ryan Dunn, trains locally at ABC Sports and Fitness, has had a phenomenal prep coming into this meet. I'm very excited to see what he's capable of, and he is a junior in the 100-kilo class. David on platform 1 looked like a great squat for his opener. All right, here comes Ryan. Nice and steady.
Doug Wessel on platform 1. Doug Wessel on platform 1. This is 237.5 kilos. Anthony Fischetto, that is... Oh, wait. Who was our lifter before Anthony? Ryan Dunn. That was
Ryan,
2 white lights. That was a good lift.
Looks like that right referee gave him the depth call again. So he's just going to have to be mindful of that next time. All right, platform 2, we got Anthony coming out, 210 kilos on the bar, 462 pounds.
All right, we've got Kevin Sosa coming up next on platform 1. This is 237.5 kilos. We're talking 523 pounds. And over on platform 2, we've got Joseph Satilli. I told you I pronounced the name right, Joe. We got Joseph Satilli on platform 2, 227.5 pounds. That is 501 big ones. Easy opener there for Kevin Sosa, 237.5 kilos. Shout out there for Kai Aberia. Shout out by Blake Barrett for David. Leela Prasad's watching her son Anil. Shout out over on platform 2 from Joseph Tornquist watching for Tony and Anthony. Here's Mr. Satilli.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Masters lifter, too, which means he's between the age of 40 and 49. Ew. All right. Danny, he's got the sunglasses on. Pit Vipers. Danny's coming out platform 2, 237.5 pounds. I believe I've seen him compete before locally. He's a junior lifter in the 100-kilo class. Let's see what he's got.
Also handled by Eli Majaj.
Is he?
I mean, we do see the white toe knee sleeves and the white toe toes themselves. Here's Ben Luters on platform 1, 567 pounds for an opening attempt. And folks, all of our lifters today are in the 100, 110, 125, 140, and 140 plus weight classes. So we're going to see not only some big weights, or we're going to see not only some large lads, but we're going to see some big weights being pushed today. Phil Allerding on platform 2, 374-pound opener. Our second attempt, excuse me. We're already into second attempts on platform 2.
Yeah, we are flying through today.
Here's Brian Quimson, squat 1. 584 pounds, 265 kilos. So Destiny, as a USAPL referee yourself, what are some of the things you're looking for with the squat?
Squat, we're making sure that after they unrack the bar, their knees are completely locked and the bar is stable. Nothing else is really moving. You know, their hips are in an upright position and they're just ready to squat. Once we see that they have full control of the weight and the barbell and their knees are locked, we will then give them the squat command. They go ahead and perform the lift. And once they come back up to the top, they have to get back to that locked position with their knees. And the bar has to be completely stable. They have to have control over that. And then they will receive the rack command.
What would you say is the most common thing that's missed with squat?
I would absolutely say depth. Like I said, they're looking for that hip crease to go below the top of the knee. If it is parallel or above, it will be considered a no lift from the side judges, or sometimes the chief referee as well. So people just really got to be mindful of that when you're in training. Make sure that you're training to comp standards.
All right, coming up next, we've got Ryan Johnson on platform 1. Johnston on platform 1, my apologies. 396 pounds from Sincere Training Systems. And then we've got Joey Misto on platform 2, representing Peak Strength Barbell, 385 pounds. Handled by the one and only Eli Mujaj. That's an easy squat there for Joey.
Very nice. Let's see what the refs say.
2 to 1. That's all you need, folks. So we do have 3 judges on our platform. We will have 3 judges at all times today. And all you need in order for a lift to count is 2 out of those 3 lights to be white. If you get 2 out of 3 red lights, the lift will then not count. So we do a pretty easy majority rules here.
All right, Elijah's coming out with 185 kilos for his second attempt.
And then Nathan Resnicek on platform 1, 195 kilos, 429 pounds. Goes down easy for the Cannoli Gang, squats and science.
Is good. 3 white lights.
Not to be outdone, we've got Elijah on platform 2, taking 407 pounds.
All right, let's see what they say. 3 white lights, love to see it. He's gonna roll right into his 3rd attempt after that. We got Matt coming up, platform 2. In the Masters 1 division, 192.5 kilos on the bar.
All right, Marcus over on platform 1. This is 490 pounds.
Whoa.
That's textbook right there, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Dubouzet.
We call that freaky fast. All right. Matt's walking out now.
We've got Zach McCarg. Bar's getting loaded up for him. 523 pounds from Bent Bar Powerlifting.
All right, Matt's standing up with it. Let's see what the refs say. 3 white lights. That's good all around. All right, Zach is coming up, a.k.a. Mixed Stiff on IG, 237.5 kilos. This is 523 pounds. This is some serious weight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Sorry, guys. The music in here is just going absolutely crazy, and Nick is losing his marbles. All right. We got Frankie on platform 2 with 200 kilos.
I know y'all can hear it over the live stream. This song goes hard.
Good. Standing up with it.
And here's Zach McCarg,
Zach.
523 pounds.
Come on now.
Boing. Nice and easy.
Okay. All right.
Okay, got a little bit misgrooved there. I don't imagine he'll go higher than a 2.5 to 5 kilo jump there.
Yeah, it was a little sticky. I agree with 2.5. All right, we got Ryan coming up again, taking a 10-kilo jump from his first attempt. He is ready for it. Oh, he is in the zone. You can see it. Like I said, he's been training super hard at ABC Sports and Fitness. He's about to showcase everything he's been working for.
Oh, here comes the drop.
Come on, Ryan. All right, standing up with it. Let's give it to him. Good lift, 3 white lights.
David Gullion on platform 1, 240 kilos.
What happens a lot too is when people get that sticking point kind of in the middle of the lift on the way up, and then as soon as they get past that, it almost shoots right up.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Nice. That was a great second attempt for David on platform 1. Anthony on platform 2 is coming out with 220 kilos. With the mullet. Respect the hair. Oh, yes. That was a very, very good and smooth second attempt for Anthony. Kudos to him. 3 white lights all around. We got Joseph coming up next on platform 2, 240 kilos on the bar. Again, this is a Masters 1 lifter.
And now we've got on platform 1, Kevin Sosa. I want to say the beeps love Sosa. Raris and Rovas for Kevin Sosa. 247.5 kilos, 545 pounds from the O-Block Gang. Kevin Sosa, Cannoli Gang from Squats and Science. That's a clean squat.
Nice. Joseph's walking out.
All right, now we got Douglas Wessel on platform 1, 551 pounds.
Come on, Joseph. Fight through it. Good, good.
And that's a way to stay strong at that stand-up there. So once he locked it out, you saw him shift forward and wait just a little bit. Good thing he didn't step because that would have jumped the rack command.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, when you're looking, or Destiny already explained it earlier, but we do have 2 commands for the squat. It is the squat and the rack command. You do have to abide by the referee and their commands before you do any action. Otherwise, it will be considered a no lift.
Coming out on platform 2, we got Danny Torres coming out with 245. Looks like he missed his first attempt. Don't know what for. I can't recall, but not sure if it was depth or not. And that is Nick Stevens' singing voice. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, come on, Danny. All right, let's see. Oh, okay.
Hey, all right. Cesar Lara on platform 2. This is 262.5 kilos. Danny Torres finds his way up with 245.
Stood up with it. Let's see what they say.
Good grab by the spotters and loaders there for Cesar Lara.
Oh, good lift for Danny. All right, we got Phil coming back out with 177.5 kilos. Wow, we are on 3rd attempts already on platform 2. Wow, we are just flying through this right now.
All right, Mr. Phil Allerding, Masters 2 lifter between the ages of 50 and 59, going for 391 pounds. And Mr. Ben Looters, 600 pounds for a second attempt squat, rocking the A7 Halloween knee sleeves, the SBD singlet shirt.
Oh, you can tell Phil is hyped up right now. Let's get it, Phil. Yes. 3 white lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are never too old to start lifting.
Amen to that.
All right, Brian Quimpson. Bar's getting loaded up for him. This is 628 pounds for a second attempt, ladies and gents. A second attempt, 628 pounds. And then we've got Joey Misto on platform 2. This is 402 pounds for the Peak Strength Barbell product, handled by the Ili Mujaj, represented in all White Toe Lifting Co. apparel.
He's decked out.
We see the white toe. We see the white toe connoisseur himself in the background.
The white toe drip.
All right, here's Brian Quimson on platform 1.
All right, here we go now.
Ooh, it looks like he got his hips came a little bit too far under the bar at that time. He came out of groove. It's going to be a no lift. We'll see if he's able to come back for his third.
Oh, wow.
Joey Misto, a clean squat all the way through.
Let's see what they say.
2 to 1. That is a good lift. That's all you need, folks. 2 white lights.
Joey over there. White toe. White toe powerlifting.
Up next is Ryan Johnston on platform 1.
We got Elijah coming out, platform 2, 195 kilos on the bar, 429 pounds. I'm going to round up, say it's 430.
Ryan Johnston representing Sincere Training Systems.
Ryan's competed quite a few meets in the past year also. A lot of these are familiar faces.
Easy third there for Ryan Johnston. That's going to be a good lift.
Elijah's got. Come on now. Oh, he's fighting through that, fighting through it, and he stands up with it. Look at the smile. The smile says it all.
For me.
That looked good too. So 3 white lights, 2 white lights. Excuse me. That was a good fight.
I believe we are now well into our third attempts on platform 1. Nathan Resnicek, 202.5 kilos, 446 pounds from the Cannoli Gang.
All right, Frankie's coming out, platform 2. 210 kilos on the bar. Stand up with it, stand up with it. He's fighting. Good, good.
Easy work for Frankie Giso.
Oh,
But unfortunately a no lift on
lift.
depth from all 3 judges that time.
Yeah. So depth calls will mostly be called from the side referees on the left and right side, but sometimes if it is very evident that the lift is high, quote unquote, high squat, that will also be called by the chief referee. Ryan is coming out with his third and final attempt squat for the day. He is so focused right now. Good squat on platform 1. This is a huge PR for Ryan.
501 pounds from Mr. Dunn, the junior 100 kilo lifter.
Stand up with it, stand up with it. Nope.
Good grab there by the spotters and loaders.
Just a tad bit too heavy for him today, that's okay.
All right, now we've got Mr. Zachary McCard, 242.5 kilos. Oh, I'm up with him. I am up with him. 534 pounds, 242.5 kilos for Mick Stiff Zachary McCarg.
He's gonna fight for this. Come on, Zach.
Now we saw his second attempt go a little bit slow, so I'll be interested to see how this runs.
Daddy, there you go.
False unracked looks strong. Let's see if he's able to keep the momentum going into the hole. We've got Anthony Vichetto on platform 2, loaded 230 kilos. Zach McCarg.
Come on, Zach. Get up, up. All right, all right.
That's a good grab there by the spotters and loaders. Went up 5 kilos. I imagine, you know, if 2.5 is too light, it probably would have moved the exact same. Good run, though, by Zach McCarg. 2 for 3 on squat. He'll finish out ready for bench.
All right, on platform 2, we got Anthony coming out for his third and final squat of the day. 230 kilos on the bar. 507 pounds.
All right, the bar is loaded. 507
Stand up, stand up. Oh yeah, yep. Oh yeah. You already know as soon as he gets up, he's got it. There you go. Three-way lights for him.
All right, here is David Goulian. 255 kilos. We're looking at 562.18 pounds. Rocking the Iron Rebel knee sleeves here today. Okay, all right.
Joseph's coming out. Platform 2, 242.5 kilos. Only a 2.5 increase from his second attempt.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are watching at home and you have any questions about what's going on the screen, have any questions for Destiny and I, we are both USAPL coaches, competitors. One of us is a referee. One of us will be a referee next week. And so we've been here a little bit. If you have any questions, we would love to help you go over the rules, give you some information that you might need.
Looks like Joseph on platform 2 is timing out his attempts, it looks like.
So Joseph Tilley will time out his attempts. What that means, folks, every lifter gets 1 minute allotted time for their attempt, as you see in the bottom right corner. And so if that lifter does not come out once the head ref says bar is loaded and the timer starts, then that lifter will probably most likely time out. What they won't do is immediately go into the next attempt, because they want to make sure all of our lifters have the adequate amount of rest between attempts. Kevin Sosa. Unfortunately, it's going to be 3 red lights. That's going to be a no lift. One on up and downward motion, likely. The other was on a yellow card, so I imagine it would have been a jumped rat command. We saw him stumble at the top.
His foot moved. Like his foot when he got back to the top. All right, Danny coming out platform 2 with 2.5 jump from his second.
All right, Doug Wessel for his last attempt, squat, 260 kilos. A textbook third attempt if I've ever seen one from Doug Wessel for the open 100 kilos. And that is a good lift.
All right. Just not in the cards for Danny today, but that's okay. He's going 1 for 3 in the squat, onto bench for him. Platform 2, we got James coming out. We are now in the second flight of session 2. There's only 2 flights in this session.
Good grab by the spotters and loaders there for Cesar Lara. He is on the board with 1 attempt. He did get his opener.
James Davis. Shout out to James Davis. I have seen him at almost every single competition that I have commentated or attended in probably the past year and a half. He absolutely loves the sport. He loves to compete. He's always showing up, and he's always giving his all. So I'm glad that to see him back on the platform again.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And is squatting for an all-time PR,
Ben Luters for an all-time PR at 617 pounds.
You start squatting, you start screaming. Come on now.
Oh my God. That was a very, very smooth all-time PR.
Give him a 4th attempt, please.
Platform 2, we got Anil coming out, 157.5 kilos on the bar. Looks very, very smooth. All decked out in the blue A7. Platform 2, up next we have Thomas, 180 kilos on the bar. All right, guys, and Mitchie is about to hop online. The first one. Yep, just put it all the way up. What's going on, Mitch?
What's going on, Destiny? Very excited to be here.
Good.
Volunteered myself for live stream, but
there we go.
I'm in
Mitch
the
also
dynamic
just
duo to take
competed.
it.
Congrats on the day.
Thank you, Destiny.
Brian standing up with it. Awesome.
And the lift is go.
2-1.
Good.
It's actually funny seeing Brian in person. Powerlifting's such a small world. You know, Bob Matthews.
Yes.
I don't know if they train together. They train in the same gym in New York City.
Interesting.
So I was wondering where I recognized him from, and that's where.
Yep. You'll see that a lot. 3 white lights for Thomas. Platform 2, we got Whitman coming up 187.5 for his opener.
Is this platform 1?
Yep, that's platform 1, and I'm
Perfect,
looking
all
at platform 2.
Awesome. So platform 1, we got Joseph Baller coming out.
Baller.
75 kg. He's a Brazos
wait,
Valley
Joey
strength
B.
athlete.
I didn't know he was competing.
Oh, he was in the warm-up room.
I didn't know he
earlier.
was competing today.
Is he just trying to get a QT right now?
He might get a QT. I have no idea.
We'll see how this first one goes, and we'll figure it out. Yeah,
Gotta get that stuff.
That's funny.
I had no idea he was competing today.
I don't. Do you know?
I do. I met him at his first competition. I either was spectating or I met him somehow through his first comp. I don't remember what I was doing at that time. Yeah, I've known him. Actually, I've known him since I started, and then he kind of grew into the sport. Now he coaches quite a few people.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I was gonna
see
say
him
he was a
around.
really good handler in the
He
first
is.
session. I was a little surprised to see him come out to 75 kg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Platform 1 now we have Henry Marf coming out to 180. That's a little more like our speed here. And Henry, between the ages of 50 and 59, I don't know specifically where he falls in that range, but still amazing to be competing here.
Oh yeah. Fighting through
Looks to be a
that.
high bar squatter too.
God bless.
God bless.
Platform 2, we got Alejandro.
3 white lights for Henry.
187.5 kilos. Yeah, and everyone's anatomy is different, so depending on where you put the bar on your back, it's really up to your preference. Honestly, for me, I would never do high bar just because I'm very tall and I have very long legs and long limbs. So that's not comfortable for me. I'm more of a low bar squatter. What about you, Mitch?
I actually competed my first meet at high bar.
I remember.
Yeah, you remember? You were a ref there. And then I switched to low bar. That was in April. I heard you guys, you and Nick talking about the wearing heels, like wearing platforms, versus why someone with long legs wouldn't. He was like, well, wouldn't it make the distance longer? I was on your side. I also long-legged individual who wears heels. It's easier to hit depth. Right here we got Brian Scherer, men's raw 110, 222.5 on the bar.
Nice.
Nice and clean, nice and deep.
Nice. David's coming out. Platform 2, 195 kilos on the bar, 430 pounds. He's also a familiar face. David, I have seen him compete quite a few times in the past year and a half.
That's a throwback SBD singlet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Someone else had, I don't know if it was the same one yesterday they had it on, but yeah, they're definitely hard to come by because they don't sell them anymore.
No. Adamua on platform 1 for the men's raw open 110. He's going to be opening up with 237.5. We got some big squatters here.
Very nice.
Doesn't he train at Sport of Iron?
He does.
Tree of Trunks, right?
He does. Yes, he does.
Tree of Trunks.
Look at
Look
that.
him up on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen.
Small world.
He really is. That's a very impressive opener. Let's see what he does with it.
All right, Joseph's coming out. Platform 2, 205 kilos on the bar.
Well, pretty narrow stance.
451 pounds. Yeah. Honestly,
Wow, that was fast.
I actually feel better with a closer stance. Not like a super narrow stance, but closer than what I've been doing. It should, like I said, it really just depends on how everything feels.
It absolutely depends, and I feel like similarly, I think we have somewhat similar anatomy, or at least philosophies.
Yes.
And when I feel like my stance drifts out a little bit wider than it should, the squat becomes really hip dominant. You might get the knees caving in a little bit too much.
Absolutely.
On platform 1, we have my sincere teammate, James Watson. We're going to call him Jimmy, open up with 240 squat. He's one of the best squatters who trains at ABC Sports and Fitness in Latham, which is where both of us locally train. He's rocking the Ivory Rose A7 kit. That's
I
one of
was
our
just going to say that
sponsors.
he's decked out. All right, Joseph's coming out. Looks like we have an issue with the rack height. So even though if he comes out, and you know, the rack height is off or it needs to be adjusted. Unfortunately, they aren't able to stop the clock because that is the lifter's responsibility to enter in the correct rack height when they weigh in. But he got the squat command,
Might have jumped the rack
but he
command
might
there.
have just jumped the rack command, which he did. Unfortunately. So he has the opportunity to either retake the lift or go up for his next one.
Highly recommend retaking the opener. You certainly don't want to bomb out on squats.
Yep.
Running on platform 1, opening with 240. We got some strong squatters here, man.
Yeah, we do.
Ooh. A little uneven with the bar, but he comes up with it.
I wonder. I don't think it was misloaded.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's exactly where my mind goes first. That was very lopsided.
That was pretty lopsided. That'll happen sometimes, though, with low bar if you have shoulder imbalances. I was watching my squat back from this morning. I was like, man, that ain't look too good.
That's okay.
They got up there, but it ain't look too good.
All right, we have platform 2, Joshua. He looks familiar, too. Very nice.
I don't know, but that's an awesome opener for an 18, 19-year-old.
Yeah, that was a great opener.
Michael Runyon, our 125 lifter, 240 again.
I believe coached by Mike Carroll.
Oh, really?
From Relentless Strength, yes. Yeah.
That was deep.
All right, platform 2, we got Jacob, 225 kilos. 4 reds on the bar. Look how beautiful they are.
Oh, isn't it nice when you hit a nice little increment with the 4 reds?
Yes, yes. All right.
It's tough, too, because on the platform, you got to hit, 11 pounds over that, technically, because you got to account for the clips, too.
Yes. So the collars, if you guys see the collars on the bar, on the outside of the plates, that they weigh 2.5 kilos or 5.5 pounds.
Markers are 140 lifter. Oh, look at him. He's dapping up the spotters.
Got to create that positive energy
absolutely,
right there.
absolutely. He's got the Venom socks on.
All right, very fast opener for Jacob. See what they say.
Oh, he's wearing a
3
mouthpiece,
white
too. That
legs.
kind of scared me. He smiled, and I didn't realize he was wearing a mouthpiece. That's 2-1, and now we're going to get on to our second squats for flight 1 here.
All right, platform 2, we have Kenrick coming out with 225 kilos on the bar, rocking the GBT singlet.
I was just about to say the Miami Vice.
From Russ Swole.
Are we allowed to say that name on this live stream?
What?
Russ Swole.
Oh, yeah.
Are we allowed to
I
say
mean,
that
I'm
name?
assuming. Yeah.
All right, Joseph taking a very, well, we said he's probably just getting a qualifying total, but taking a 50 key jump. You wouldn't normally see that on squats. I wonder if he's going to put knee sleeves on or he's just going to come out completely raw again.
I have no idea.
Test. Ooh, y'all can hear me.
There we go.
Oh, we got.
Look at that. What's up, gang? How are we doing?
We got Nick Stevens back on. You guys are lucky. We have all 3 of us on air right now.
Sorry, folks. I had to pee.
Relatable.
We have been consuming an unhealthy amount of caffeine, so. All right.
Oh, did Joseph? Okay, Joseph put in his attempt and then timed out. Okay,
Yes.
he's definitely just trying to hit a qualifying total. If you see there, he
Yes.
put in his second attempt, so the lifters after him will still get those 60 seconds of rest in between instead of
Yes.
scratching his attempts, and he did not come out. I wonder what. Do you think he's qualifying for the World Cup? Do you think he's posting a total for that?
That's a good point. Yes, because for the World Cup, it's only, I think, still 75 kilos. All right, we got James coming back out, platform 2, the man himself. I'm gonna call him a veteran because he has been here for quite some time and he just gives everything he has every time he can.
Oh, has he?
Yes,
Oh,
he
that's
has
awesome.
been.
This way.
Oh yes.
I hope my knees are that healthy at 70 years old.
I hope I'm alive at 70 years old. Let's be honest.
No, he's been at almost every competition locally that I've seen since I've started powerlifting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right, who we got on platform 1?
We got
Mitch?
Henry Marf coming out to 187.5. He's taking a 7.5 kilo jump. Pretty appropriate. First one must have felt pretty decent.
We've got Anil Prasad getting loaded up on platform 2, 167.5 kilos.
Let's see what they call that. 2 to 1, that is a good squat. Get a little sticking point, but he's definitely got 7.5, 5 left in the tank.
All right, here's Anil Prasad rocking the all-white and navy A7 kit. Shout out to A7, our presenting sponsor.
I mean, A7's really been killing the singlet game recently.
They really have.
Yeah.
You can't find any more colorways than them.
That is true. That is true.
I don't know if I could wear colors on the platform. Oh.
So that one's definitely, unfortunately, going to be probably red lights with a blue card for up and down motion. And there we go.
Yep. It's almost like you're a ref.
He's about to be. He is
Not yet. Not yet.
A ref in training.
Ref
RIT.
adjacent. Yeah.
RIT.
Oh, RIT. Shout out RIT, the spotters
Shout
and
out
loaders.
RIT.
Shout out to the, you know what? Excellent segue. Shout
There
out to
we
the
go.
spotting and loading
Yes.
team. It has been the same 10 to 12 folks every day. They have been putting in absolute work, getting these weights unloaded and loaded, keeping our lifters safe. We can't thank RIT Powerlifting enough.
Absolutely. I'm unfamiliar with the names. Platform 1, man with the glasses, who's the back spotter. He was
Mr.
like the
Eric.
Eric.
He was like the back spotter for all of primetime yesterday.
Listen.
And there were
And
some
he-
squats who were not wanting to be stand behind in primetime last night.
Yeah, Eric was on fire last night.
Give me some
Thomas.
crisp handoffs, too. He gave me
Thomas
crisp
standing up
handoffs.
with it, 185 kilos. Let's see what the refs say.
Brendan taking a 2.5 kilo jump, playing it safe. Just a bit of an uneven squat, but that's good. That should
Honestly,
be 3 whites.
Honestly, that moved better than his first. So
I think he was caught off guard by maybe
I'm a
it's
fan.
placed a little unevenly on his back.
yes.
Have you ever done that? Where you just like completely shift off to one side on accident?
Honestly, 100% honest. I have not. I have felt that the bar was kind of like shifted towards another side, but it was never uneven coming up. I just knew it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I've never had that happen to me before. All right.
To your teammate Jimmy Watson coming out 250. That first one he really sunk it and moved quite well. So I'm expecting another smooth lift here and 3 white lights.
Rocking the ivory and rose, new
Oh, yeah.
A7 colorway.
I wanted that so bad.
I
man.
also did. That's
so
one. I don't normally do red, but I would do red for that.
Whitman's standing up with it.
Yeah, Jimmy's on today. He's on today, and he knows it.
He went, what, 240, 250? I imagine he'll probably go 260.
260.
Shoot, if he's feeling good, 262 and a half.
Hit the 600
Oh
pound
my
barrier.
God.
All right, Alejandro Quintero on platform 2 is going to go 440 pounds. We're on to our second attempts on both platforms. And just
Longman
for,
taking a 15-kilo jump. He must be
He's-
feeling really good.
that's
Listen.
33 pounds, folks,
Yes,
if you're not
33 pounds.
familiar with the
Listen.
freedom units.
Mike, I've been following Mike for a while now, and he is a squatter. He's 100% a squatter. That is absolutely his lift.
Looks like he's coached by Relentless Training Systems. We got Coach Mike Carroll in the background.
Shout out to Mike.
Oh, Jordan Crandall in the back as well, if you look on the left side.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder who that guy is.
Nice.
That's a very impressive second attempt.
Good lift on platform 2, it looks like.
3 white lights on platform 1 as
There
well.
we
What do you
go.
got? You know, I'm not going to commentators curse it, but
Are you gonna?
I think
don't,
you know what I was going to say. and I'm not
don't-
gonna
I
say
did
it.
it all
Don't do
night
it.
last night. I did it all night. Do not be like me.
Yeah,
Please
no,
don't.
But folks, just a reminder, after these, after our third round of squats here, we will be taking a 10-minute break before we roll into bench press. So after our lifters take their third attempts, they will be done with a squat for the day.
We have some tall lifters in this flight.
I was just about to say, these
They
posts
are
are up.
Well,
all.
also the angle that the camera is placed at
Yeah.
makes everybody look real. I guess for reference, Gunther, who is the spotter on the left, he's got to be like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah. So we
Wasn't
are,
he also head ref during prime
he
time
was.
last
He's
night?
a grinder, dude. I don't know how he does it.
Do we have both grinders? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
That was a great grind for Marcus there. I'm praying they didn't catch.
And they didn't.
Okay, good.
I knew exactly what you were thinking, too.
He hit a really tough sticking point right there where his legs were bowing out. And it's just like, you never like someone, to see someone get a lift taken away from them on a technicality, especially something as minuscule as that. So I think that's a good call by the.
And if it was a tough grind like that, too, they fought all the way through and then, nope, you don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
platform 2, Joseph's coming out with 215 kilos on the bar with a 10-kilo jump from his opener.
Is it a 17.5 kilo jump? Is my math right?
Looks like it.
Yeah, 17.5.
37 to 55, yep.
Tree of Trunks.
Shout out Dragon Ball Z, RIP Akira Toriyama.
Amen.
R.I.P. my dog.
Nice. Oh, I'm pretty sure he just jumped the rack command for Joseph.
Let's see what the judges say.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. So now that puts Joseph in an interesting situation here. He missed his first attempt and his second attempt.
Yep.
Both of
on
you.
Rack. Both on rack.
Yes. And so from that standpoint, both of you are competitors. Both of you have been in this game before. What is your thought process going into your third attempt? Do you keep the same weight? Do you go up? Is there any adjustment you make to your setup? What are we thinking? We'll go Destiny first.
If it was me and it was one of my athletes, I would tell them to just retake the weight because I want you to actually be in the meet and get a total instead of completely missing out on the entire thing. That's just me. So.
And then Mitch.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Unless there's a unique situation where he's trying to qualify or hit some level of a qualifying total where he knows there's a squat number that he needs to hit to line up the rest of the meet for him. Yes, but that weight seemed pretty easy to him. I know he could take it and hit it again.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's that extra half second of patience at the top.
Yes. Henry Marf starting off our third attempts here on platform 1. 195. That looked just as good as the second. 3 white lights. He's going to kick off the third squats with a good lift. Between 50 and 59 years old, high bar squatting. What's your excuse?
Bar is loaded for Kenrick Malord. The clock is ticking, but will he come out for his second attempt? This is only a 10-kilo increase from his first, which was a good lift, so he is on the board.
Brian Schroer with 240 loaded up on the bar.
Coming down now to 30 seconds left on the clock now for Kenrick Malord on platform 2.
I don't exactly remember Kendrick's first attempt, but surprising that he's not coming out for a second. Maybe he's just getting really pumped up in the back.
Hey, speak of the devil,
right.
here he is.
Oh, well, he better hurry up. He's got
Kenrick
11
Malord.
seconds.
He's got 10 seconds to get that start command.
He's got to hurry up. Oh, my God.
Brian with 3 white lights. He'll pop off right there. That was a great 530-pound squat.
All right, so they're going to tell him to rack it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to get the return command.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Missed it by 4 seconds. He was 4 seconds off.
I mean, it's a jungle back there, so sometimes you
sure.
get mixed up a little bit back there.
Yeah.
So we hope he comes up. So let me send a question back your way. If you had the same situation that Kendrick just did, assuming that he knows he's good for 230, are you going up for your third attempt, or is he retaking the second attempt?
We are retaking that second attempt only because it's not a little bit different from a technical standpoint, right? Timing out is a lot more of a mental hit than a physical, right? And that's a lot more to overcome when you're going into a second or a third attempt.
Absolutely.
And so from that standpoint, I would be like, you know what? We're going to take it, because I have seen some people that time out, go and hit that weight in the warm-up room and then completely tank the rest of their meet because they were rushed, they were trying to hit all their attempts. So it's a lot more important to get on the board at that point rather than building up the total, because we've still got 2 more lifts.
Absolutely.
Nice. Jacob standing up with it.
All right, Jimmy, you were right. He took another 10-kilo jump, 260. He wasn't feeling froggy enough for 600, I guess. But we're going to see how this one goes. Come on,
Here we go. Jimmy Two Cheeks, my co-commentator for yesterday.
He drew something in Japanese on his in chalk on his thing. I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what that says.
I don't either.
Do you?
It looks like a rune almost. I'm confused. But 573 goes out nice and easy for Jimmy Two Cheeks.
Should be a good lift. Yeah.
That's a good lift.
Oh, a nice little celebration there at the end. Goes over, hugs his coach.
All right.
Beautiful.
Platform 2, James, for his third attempt, 127.5 kilos on the bar, 281 pounds.
And like we said, he is a Masters 4 lifter. If I'm not mistaken, he is our oldest competitor of the whole competition. And James Davis putting on a show for these young lads. Wow. Give it to him, refs. Come on. That was good depth on our end. Boom, baby. 3 white lights. Love to see that for James Davis.
Let's go, Mike. We'll take it 260. It's going to be a
stand up with it. Oh,
Oh, no.
My goodness.
Shoot, he was so close.
Out of the hole, that moved better than 255.
You want to know what? I
100%.
agree with
Hit the
you.
sticking point. Yep.
I agree with that. You don't want to know what? He's going to get it next time, and it'll be a thing of the past. There's always another meet. There's always another training session. You always have room to improve. So
Oh, absolutely.
Anil coming out platform 2, retaking his second attempt, 167.5 on the bar.
Marcus jumped up 7.5 keys. He's got a grind for this one. He grinded out his second one.
I'll say 12.5 to 5.5, or 12.5 to 7.5. Those are still decently sized jumps.
Oh, yeah. But he had an absolute grinder with 255. Remember that one?
Yeah, I'm interested now.
Yeah.
Marcus, stay tight.
Now that is 578 pounds for Marcus.
Wow. Oh my,
Literally
wow.
moved better than his second.
Look at that.
Now my question is
the
what is
depth
it like
there?
on depth?
Is
That
the
was my
depth
only
there?
question.
Oh.
It's 2 to 1. The
You
only
wanna know
reason
what?
I say that is because with taller lifters,
Yes.
longer legs, they've got so much longer to
Oh,
go.
yeah.
I know you can relate.
We were just talking about that.
Really? I'm actually incredibly impressed with Marcus' performance there because he had 3 grinders on squat and he stayed true to the course,
Yep.
still went up. After that second one, yeah, I mean,
You got to wonder
Honestly,
what
you
kind of
would-
conversations they
Yeah,
had
that's
behind the
what I'm
curtain.
saying.
Yeah.
because a 7.5 kilo jump isn't like you're not like let's throw 2.5 on and see what happens. A 7.5 kilo jump. I wonder if he's got a plan in mind. I wonder if he's got a magic number totally he's trying to hit.
Well, let's
he
see.
might. He might.
265 here for Adam Mula. This is 584.
And we had a no lift on platform 2 for Thomas Mellinson. Did have to get help by the spotters and loaders there. But we've got Whitman Ives coming right behind with 197.5 kilos from Outcast Powerlifting.
I mean, he shot that third attempt up. Again, we're going to have to see if that's white lights on depth. Beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Now,
White lights as
if all these guys are going this light on squats, I'm only intrigued to see what they're going to do on deads.
I agree.
They've got to be saving some in the tank for this.
Looks like we're wrapped up here on
All right.
platform 1 with squats.
Let's
Okay, platform 2
see.
still going.
What's going on, folks? We are back for the bench action for the 2024 USAPL New York State Championships here in beautiful Albany, New York. Ryan Johnson's going to start us off with a nice 2-plate opener, 225 pounds.
Got Frankie here on platform 2. Destiny, do you know he trains at ABC?
Which one? We're talking about Frankie?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Hold on.
When he gets up and he turns around, you'll probably maybe recognize him. He's a junior lifter. Oh, yeah, he's a teen lifter. I've seen him only sparingly.
A handful of times?
Yeah, a handful of times. He was there like last weekend getting his last squats in.
How many lifters do we have, I guess, today from ABC? I imagine a lot of the population for this meet is ABC.
For today.
For today, I
Hold
know.
on. I'll look at the poster.
I think I was the only ABC lifter in the morning session.
Oh, okay.
But in the afternoon session, we have Ryan Dunn, Zach McCarg, and Jimmy Watson. So 3. There was actually.
I know we had a lot yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot in prime time.
It's almost like ABC's the strongest gym in the Northeast.
I would say East Coast.
Huh?
I'd say East Coast.
East Coast. I will say East Coast.
Listen,
Now there's probably some freaky gyms down in Miami, Florida. I'd imagine all the schools that produce really good athletes probably have like sick powerlifting facilities too, like Florida and California.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, Ryan, our boy, ABC Sports and Fitness is coming up, opening with 112.5 kilos.
So, Destiny, as a referee, when you're looking at bench, what are some of the things that you're looking for, most immediately? Obviously, there's, the 3 command start, press, rack. But outside of that, what are you looking for as a ref?
Make sure the butt is on the bench and stays on the bench for the entirety of the lift. No lifting. You can slide. Like, let's say if you, slide up or down the bench a little bit, that's fine. But if your butt comes up off the bench and it no longer has contact, that's a problem, and we will call that. The bottoms of your feet have to be completely flat on the ground. The heels or toes or the sides cannot come up. They can slide, that is fine, but they cannot physically come up off the ground by any means. Your shoulders, of course, cannot come off of the bench, but your head can be on and off the bench. It does not matter. And your elbows have to be locked at the start and at the end of the lift, and that is about it.
So as you can tell, audience, there's a lot of moving parts.
Oh, yeah.
With
bench is definitely the most technical lift. Anybody want to take a crack at the name on platform 2? Do we have a pronunciation?
Oh, that's Joey. That's Joey Misto. That's my dog, Joey.
Shout out Joey.
Shout out Joey.
He's wearing a white toe singlet?
Barbell. Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of our sponsors.
From what I've heard, is the only white toe singlet in existence.
Really?
Are you
the
serious?
only one in existence. Joey Misto is wearing it.
What's
2 to
that
1.
like?
Good lift. He's gotten a red light almost every single one of his lifts from that center judge. We got to check that light.
Probably a category 2. Probably a category 2 ref.
Probably a national level referee, yeah. And that's a good thing to say. Everyone, all of our referees today are at minimum state level, but we've got national level referees, category 1, category 2.
Okay, I got a question for you guys as referees in training, right? Still?
He's RIT.
I'm in training.
I'm full blown.
Okay. Oh, you refereed one of my meets.
What the hell?
Oh, so, sorry. Question, because we had Natasha walk by. When I was watching on the live stream, they switched out the referees when she did her final attempts. Was that because it was a record?
That's in fact correct.
Yes.
So for American record attempts, as soon as you get wind that you're going to do it, the first thing you do is go to the jury.
Okay.
Right. The first thing you do is go to the jury and be like, hey, this is going to be an American record attempt. I need national level referees.
Okay.
Because only national level referees can sit for American records or above. You can have state level referees for state records.
Yep.
But for American records, it's got to be a national level referee.
That's what I thought it was, but I just wanted to make sure, and I figured that would be good to tell. Get my forehead in it. Sorry, we're taking a Instagram story.
Okay.
Ben Looters on platform 1. This is 152.5 kilos. We're talking 336 pounds.
I don't know if anybody clocked this in the first during the squat, but Elijah here on platform 2 with a very strong opener is either 14 or 15 years old.
Chat, if you know about Mr. Elijah, go and let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
if
we're the
this
Elijah
is
fans in
14
the
or
chat.
15. Also, if you're in the
that's
chat,
crazy.
if you're in the chat, let us know who you're watching for, where you're watching from. We like to let our lifters know that they're being supported all across the country, as well as in the Albany Capitol Center.
Like, how much could you bench at 14 years old?
I didn't.
No.
I couldn't even do push-ups at 14, I reckon.
2 marshmallows.
Oh yeah, count them, two marshmallows.
marshmallows.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sometimes when I see these teen lifters, I was like 14. I was probably playing like modified football. I could probably do like maybe 55, like the bar, maybe 2.5s on it.
Yeah.
I was telling Destiny, like, I was in my living room playing COD, yelling, eating Doritos.
Oh my god.
I was
Oh, I did
not
that.
bench pressing.
I did that too. I just happened to play football.
All right, let's see here. Platform 2, we got Danny coming out, opening with 130 kilos on the bar, 286 pounds.
We have confirmation that our team lifter from earlier, he's 15. Wow, 15 years old.
Youngins.
Well, that's a friend or a family member. Tell him, can you send me his meal plan my
Yeah.
way for the future for research purposes?
Here comes David, one of the fan favorites.
All right, got some shout-outs for Coach Brian Quimson, Mike Runyon out of Kingston, New York. Lots of good shout-outs there. Lots of shout-outs for Mike Runyon.
Yeah, I was seeing that a lot in the chat.
All right. Come on, Danny.
Here's David on platform 1, Danny on platform 2.
I like his hair.
I like Nick's hair.
I can always respect a good haircut.
All right, so it looks like they told him to re-rack. I think it's because of his elbows.
He still has 14 seconds, so he should still have enough time to get the lift off with his setups.
But hurry up, let's go.
Yeah, he's probably here.
Come on.
I hope somebody's telling him he's got time left.
Now, you do have to get that start command before the timer. You can do the rest of the lift.
Yeah.
Another close timeout.
Man, that's got to be really frustrating.
It is. And so, again, in that case, I would almost... You know what? I wouldn't even risk it. I wouldn't even go up 2.5. I just go again.
Bench 2, I think that's the lift where you could really dig yourself into a hole, because that's the one you see the most people fail on strength.
Shoot, if I could, I'd knock it down a couple pounds. But, hey, I wish lifting worked like that.
Yeah.
All right, we got Matt coming up. Platform 2, opening with 140 kilos, 308 pounds.
Mitch, you just competed in the last session. How are you feeling?
My back hurts.
Oh my God! Story of every powerlifter's life.
it's actually not that bad.
Go ahead and tell the crowd what you pulled.
What did I pull?
Are you
285. What's that in pounds?
633 you pulled.
Okay.
630.
Yeah, 633.
Yeah, he's got meat brain. It's fine.
I know, because I was like 300 kilos, and he was like, not yet.
No, I cannot believe you. No.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No,
All
that
right.
was super fun. Obviously, Jan Dory, our meet director, runs an absolutely phenomenal meet, and this is my first time at I guess you call it a higher level meet. I've only done local to this estate, and just the production value. The reason people probably get into powerlifting anyway is just a way, an outlet for hard work, and you just want your hard work to be appreciated.
Yes, Zach. Sorry, I
Oh, there we
don't
go.
mean to
No,
interrupt.
I didn't realize Zach was going.
Zach is on bench.
There we
I'm
go.
calling it now.
Joe Santilli with a good first attempt there on platform 2.
It's good to showcase what you can do and like have your loved ones there, appreciate it and stuff like that. So
absolutely. Although there is nothing like a meet at ABC and that energy.
Oh, dude.
You know that's crazy.
Dude, you know what? We're going to shout out Sean Coleman right here. Well, one, for being a sick coach and having primetime lifters go 9 for 9 last night. Shout out Carlitos Hill.
And a living legend just in general for powerlifting.
Yo, I did not know he was like that. I knew he was the man.
You knew he was
right?
the man, but you don't know.
But when he reposted for coming up here,
Yeah.
talking about Sean Coleman, 800-pound squatter, 800-pound deadlifter, 500-pound bench. I didn't know he was like that.
Yeah,
Is that all
dude.
raw, or is it some level of like single ply equipment?
He would.
Do we know?
He did single ply, if I'm not mistaken, single ply and wraps.
Yeah.
But I mean, still,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah. It's
And for a man
insane.
of his size, to be able to go that tall into squat 8 is insane.
You ever shake his hand?
Unfortunately.
Oh my god!
Unfortunately.
he's got the biggest
Unfortunately,
hand.
it hurts.
Yeah, there's just some people that you're like, that's just a big dude. Like, even if he lost a ton of weight, you would still see him and be like, that's just a big
That's a
dude.
big guy.
His hand just like goes up to my wrist. It's But what I was saying is, King of the Deadlift was a fundraiser charity. No, is it a charity event or fundraiser is the right term?
I guess you could say it's both. It is for charity.
Yeah. Which is a meet we had at ABC in October for Coleman's foundation. The energy at that meet.
That was crazy.
Oh my God.
That place was packed. Over capacity.
Over
honestly.
capacity. Yeah.
Yeah, all proceeds go to Captain Cares through the Zachary Cullen Memorial Fund, which is his late son. Rest in peace. And it helps families in the capital region who maybe can't afford to send their kid to like an engagement type of activity, like if you want to go to baseball camp or you want to take piano lessons, horseback riding lessons. It helps provide those kids with the opportunity to be in an inclusive environment and to allow them to explore themselves and to express themselves. So it's a really great cause, and it's fun, and you can literally just show up. It doesn't do anything crazy. Alrighty.
We had good lifts from Marcus and then another good lift for Nathan on platform 1. We're going into our second attempts for both platforms. We are moving right along, folks. It has not even been 10 minutes, and we're already into second attempts on this flight.
I got to talk to Eric out in the hallway during the intermission. I was talking to him about his journeys and stuff like that, and just shout out to RIT, spotters and loaders. They are absolutely killing it.
It's really a testament to them. The meat only moves as fast as the spotters do.
Yeah. What obviously on bench, I would say it matters less, but especially on squats, like yesterday, what Eric was doing with the communication between the spotters. You know, when you spot somebody on a real heavy squat, if you're on the side, you can't really see what's going on in the back or where the bar is on the safeties. Just excellent communication all throughout.
Because you can find anybody in this venue to spot and load and help out.
Yes.
But to have a team do it and have that dynamic and have that efficiency adds so much to the production value for meets like this.
Absolutely.
Here's Kevin Sosa on platform. I'm so sorry. You go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Platform 2, we have Elijah.
And we've got Kevin, all the ladies love Sosa from the O Block, 157.5 kilos, 347 pounds for a second attempt bench. Gang, gang.
That was good.
We've got a state record on the line for Elijah.
Maybe coming up. Maybe coming up on his third, because
okay.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything on the screen. So maybe that's what he's trying to go for his third. I'm not sure what the attempt is.
We have had a couple times where records have been broken and they weren't broadcasted on the LiftingCast. So technically, it won't count because it's not in the record of the meet. Technically, as a broken record,
Can't you submit
it's
it
a weird little
afterwards, though?
situation. It's a weird little stipulation.
how that works.
Oh, either. All right.
Don't think I'll be facing that scenario anytime soon, so I think I'm safe.
Crowd is, be quiet. Crowd is getting loud on platform 1 for Ben. And then Anthony on platform 2, 130 kilos.
Oh, Destiny, there's no snacks in here. I lied to you.
Yeah, I know.
My bad.
There is no snacks.
I got sour strips. You want sour strips?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I just told Destiny at the break that I had snacks in the bag.
I want a cookie. All right, let's see it here. Looks like a good attempt for Ben.
That was a really good soft touch for Anthony.
Also, looks like a good lift for Anthony. I can see maybe a 2.5 to 5 kilo jump for that maximum.
We've got Danny Torres on his way up to retake that 130. So if I'm not mistaken, that one was on strength.
No, his elbows.
No, he got timed out.
That's right. He did time out. That's right.
So
see, that's why I got 3 people here.
that's right. Keep on your toes. All right,
At least
let's-
one of us will be paying
Let's
attention.
see. Stop. I'm always paying attention.
And that wasn't a shot at either of these guys. I'm just saying
That's
one of
okay.
the 3 of us at any time will be paying attention, but not all 3.
All right, elbows look a lot better this time. He got the start command, got the press command, holds it.
There it is.
Good.
Nice.
All right, this should be a good one. Let's see. Good.
Yep.
All
Danny's
right.
on the board. Perfect.
I'll take that.
So what jump do you think he's going to take now, having missed his opener, retaking it at 130? As coaches, what would you say? Are you going to jump something? You're going to stay the course and go what the normal second attempt would be before the miss?
I would.
Yeah?
I would.
Okay.
I would.
In most cases, yes, because, I mean, even if you do hit that opening attempt, whatever jump you were thinking for your third is going to be huge. So you could even adjust that a little bit, but I wouldn't do it more than 2.5 kilos, especially given what happened in that first attempt there.
Yeah. Yep.
Joseph on platform 2 coming out with 145. Very fast descend and very fast off the chest. Slow down a little bit at the top, but it looks like a good lift.
Here's David on platform 1. That's a good grab by the spotters and loaders.
You got the arms like me. As soon as I unrack a bench,
As soon as I start shaking,
shaky.
Mine
Yep.
too. Mine too.
Doesn't Mike Crehan do that too?
He shakes when he does everything.
I mean, okay.
Well, that's because he has the strength of an NFL linebacker trapped in a 18-year-old's body.
Trapped in an
linebacker.
18-year-old swimmer's body. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Man is built not to lift, but he is built to lift.
Yeah. He's just like too strong for his own good.
All right, Matt coming out on platform 2, 152.5 kilos.
I like the differences in
Nice.
approach we see for the descent on platform 2.
Yeah.
Our lad beforehand, he very fast to the chest, whereas this one we have a little bit slower, a little bit softer touch. As athletes, what are like kind
Brian
of defining
smoked that,
factors
by the
for
way.
why you would do a fast touch versus or a fast descent versus a slow descent, sync versus soft touch?
Want to go
Destiny, you wanna
first?
speak? I am the least qualified person
Okay.
in this room to
All
talk
right.
about bench press.
I mean,
Technically not.
it's really, and Nick said this on live stream yesterday. It really depends on how much you can control on the way down, depending on the speed. So if you still control it all the way down when it's going at a faster descend, more power to you. For me, I would like to have a little bit more stable, slower control. Not a snail's pace, but just enough where I feel like I'm almost trying to bend the bar on the way down and create that tension, and then also have that same tension on the way up. And Zach is up right now. That
What
was like
was
a great
that?
second
You
attempt.
smoked that?
Did he got a
382 to
red?
1.
He got a red light.
But
It might have been butt. I'm not sure.
So he went 167.77. If he goes 187, that means he can knock down a little bit of that deadlift that he needs to hit to make the QT.
yep.
Ryan Dunn coming out with his third and final bench press of the day. 5 kilo jump.
Who's that handling Ryan?
I can't see.
It's Mason.
Oh, that's Mason.
Yeah.
Mason man.
So Ryan's going to be an example of one of our like fast descent
very
lifters,
fast.
and he does fast descent on squat
Yeah.
and bench, and that's just kind of his style.
Not to be outdone, Ryan Johnston, platform 1.
Oh, push it, push it, push it, push it.
Round of applause. Nice try, Ryan.
So again, that's his style, and he's able to control that on the way down. He still looked tight at the bottom on
he
his
didn't lose
chest
any.
too. So
I was about to say too. I feel like a faster descent would lend itself maybe more towards a sink than a soft touch, but I
Yeah.
don't even know if that's necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's necessary. I think it would be easier to control on the way down if you come slower with a soft touch and keep tightness. But then at the same time, if you're doing like a sink touch and you go down too fast, it probably like hurts.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So, Nick, are you soft touch or?
So I've experimented a lot. So
Yep.
I'm a heavier guy. I'm in the I float between the 110s to the 120 kilo class, or 125, excuse me.
nice.
Nathan Resnick with a
fighting
master
it.
grip bench press.
That is actually how I benched at my first
look
meet.
at all the grinding right now, guys. You're going to see a lot of grinds on the third attempts. Good lifts for both platforms.
And I think that was that state record attempt for Elijah. I'm not sure.
Was it?
We'll have to take a look.
Well, that's phenomenal. He came out and hit that because he missed that early on strength on his second attempt. Like
That's
he
right.
knew off the chest, like no. So maybe he misgrooved. Maybe it just kind of came out weirdly. But that was a great fight for him.
But yeah, I do. I've experimented. So I'm a larger dude, like I said, 110,
Yeah.
125. But I'm a lot more technical than most heavyweight guys,
Yeah,
are,
yeah, he is.
especially guys in my class. So with my long ass arms, I go for a lot more of a soft touch.
Yep.
But with as fast of a descent as I can, because if I sink, I lose every bit of my
Yeah,
lat
yeah,
tension
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. And that's just how I am as a bencher.
All right, let's
Or you said
A
something
bad
on
bencher.
the. You said something on the
oh,
live.
Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to take it because there was already some downward motion, and also looks like not a good lift for Marcus on platform 1.
Like we were saying, folks, these third attempt benches are, well, I mean, we didn't really say this, but third attempt bench is the most commonly missed lift of any powerlifting competition.
You're almost okay with missing it.
Exactly, because you're trying to add as much as you can to the total.
Yeah.
And bench is such a finicky monster
Yeah, dude.
to where 2.5 keys could make or break the bar.
Agreed.
Absolutely. And if you've never competed before, I think you can't look at bench in a meet really in a vacuum, just because after maxing out on squats and then benching, it changes like everything on bench.
Absolutely.
Like for example, me today, after hitting a squat PR and then coming out for bench, my back was cramping the entire time I was warming up which just would not happen in a normal day of training because I wouldn't have pushed squats that hard. And
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Joey on platform 2. Oh,
That's a great fight.
honestly, that was a perfect third attempt.
Joey so far going 6 for 6.
Thank you. Thanks, Jan. Jan,
A little late now.
Jan, do you want to give a shout out to our viewers?
Oh, we've got meet director
Hold on.
Jan Dario on the track.
A man of very few words.
In case you guys have never seen what Jan looks like, he looks like a linebacker, but he's a teddy bear.
Don't tell him that.
It's fine. I'm not gonna.
And he's the reason that all this is possible,
Yes,
too.
yes. He's the reason why I'm here. He's the reason why me and Nick met.
Really? At a meet or?
Yep, regionals last year. We commentated together, and that was it.
Wow. And you guys
All
let
right,
me join the couple?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. The commentating couple. That commentating couple. Commentating couple. Commentating couple.
I can't. Oh, man. All right, let's see here. We have Danny coming out. Only
Maybe.
going up 2.5. There he is. 2.5
right on
kilos, which is a smart decision from his last. I agree with that.
Doug Wessel retaking 165. Can't find enough juice off the chest there, but he is still on the board with 157.5, so only 5 kilos lost on the total potential. Here's Danny Torres.
Man, he's really taking his time getting set up.
Hey,
I mean, that is a crazy arch.
hey,
If
whatever works.
you've got the full minute, you might as well use it.
Absolutely.
My ribs would not do that.
no.
They would not go.
That's cramp city for me.
Oh, no, he did a soft touch and then a
Okay.
little bit more of a sink. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting. Okay. And that just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, there is no one size fits all.
So that is not a good lift. They did call it. I want to say it's because he sunk it back in a little bit
Mike
to his
just
chest.
said it was for the
Heave.
buttocks off the bench. Mike
Oh,
Perkins.
butt on the bench.
He said butt
Oh,
off the bench.
interesting. Okay. I also saw something different though too.
Here's Ben Luders, 165 kilos, 363. That is a no lift. Unfortunately, looks like the butt came up for him as well.
Round of applause anyway. Just missed it on the Joseph.
No, it's
Joseph Tilley, 150 kilos, even 5 kilos all the way across the jumps here. And we've got David Gullion on platform 1. He's going to retake 165. Like I said, that's 363. Yes, both of our parents are on stream right now.
Oh, are they really?
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
You gotta
Here's
love
David.
parents.
They go a little
Being
crazy.
supportive.
They go a little crazy.
Can David find his way? No, good grab there for the spotters and loaders.
All right. Matt's up on platform 2. Last bench attempt of the day with 160 kilos.
And now bench press is generally the lift that takes the longest in duration across, squat, bench, deadlift, only because not only do you have rack heights to adjust, but you've got such insane setups from some of our lifters, and they all have their purpose.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's like shooting a free throw in basketball. Like, you got to get a routine down that you're going to stick to every single time. It just helps you focus, lock in. And like, sometimes with squats, like, people have the same like you were saying, rack heights. Like, nobody has the same rack heights on bench.
No one. We are cruising on to our next flight of lifters on platform 2. James Davis is going to start us off with 85 kilos. Here's Brian Quimson.
Fighting it.
Very clean third
crushed
attempt
that.
on bench.
That was a good bench.
You can't make a third attempt bench look better than that.
3 reds, too. Clean 3 reds. It just looks nice.
Zach, a.k.a. McStiff, coming out with 391 pounds.
Okay, so he did not elect to go to 182.5. He did go 177.
Yep, he needs it.
391.
Here you go, Steph.
He needs this, guys.
Gentlemen, if you're with Zach, I want to hear it. Come on now.
Not to be outdone, James Davis, beautiful opener on 2.
That's actually a seriously impressive bench for, was that,
Oh, yeah.
Masters?
Don't stop pushing, Zach.
Come on, Zach.
All right, Zach McCarg, bent bar powerlifting product, 177.5 kilos.
I wonder why he doesn't have his wrist wraps on.
Because he's a baller.
Come on, Zach.
But he trains in wrist wraps.
Get up! Fight it! Fight it! Fight it! Fight it! Fight it!
finish.
Oh, my goodness.
It's okay.
And what a
It's
show for
okay.
Zach McHarg. 2 for 3 on bench.
So close. Isn't that the worst when you get at like 75% of the way there
he
and
definitely
just the
has.
last?
Yeah. Even further, I mean, that just goes to show everyone has different sticking points.
Yeah,
On
absolutely.
bench. You've got folks that are hard off the chest. You've got folks that seem to almost be at lockout and they can't find their way through with the triceps.
Yep.
Here's Whitman Ives on platform 1, going to take his opener at 231 pounds. Michael Runyon on platform 1.
Don't we have a bunch of Michael Runyon fans in the chat?
Yeah, we do.
That's what
Let me
we
get
were
some-
saying.
if we got any Michael Runyon fans in the chat, let me say,
say ones in the chat?
Say
W's?
hey.
Dubs in the chat. Now we throw ones in the chat during thirds.
Copy. We should get Jan to
Nice. That was a good.
institute some like, and what are those things called? Emotes?
I was gonna say we need Twitch emotes on stream. That'd be awesome.
Oh, we got a mic shout out from Brandy Lee. Thanks,
it is.
Brandy.
Mike Runyon, yes.
All right, Whitman's
Snap.
coming out. 105 kilos on the bar. Nice. Very
Easy.
fast. Very easy opener.
Easy.
James Watson on platform 1.
James Dos Glutii. James Watson here.
That's funny.
Oh, good.
130? Yeah, he's got that.
All
This is
right.
286. Solid opener for James Watson.
Nice.
I almost prefer a soft touch better, at least from a referee standpoint, because you're a lot you're a lot more able to see that stop. Right? A lot of times you want to go for that stop motion, and there's many referees that are like, okay, hold it to your chest 1 second. Okay, now go up. But it's really, really easy to see that motionless stop with a soft touch.
Absolutely. Especially with some of the heavier bench pressers, when they sink, you think it's done sinking, and then it's got
And
like
it
another
keeps
inch to
going.
keep coming
It
down.
keeps going.
Yep.
Very easy opener for Alejandro on platform 2. Should be a good lift. And it is. Henry on platform 1, 132.5 kilos.
This is a Masters 2 lifter opening at 292 pounds.
A little bit of a tough lift, but it went up. So, oh,
2-1.
I wonder what that head ref would have seen that would have warranted a
Maybe
yellow
his like
card.
shoulders came up a little bit. That is
I
that
don't
grounds for a red card? Because your head can come up.
your head can come up, but your shoulders cannot. Like, let's say if you like, maybe like
maybe it was that.
I don't know. I didn't really see that, so I'm not sure. Or
I mean,
someone
yellow
saw
is
the
really anything in between.
Yeah.
anything
from a
else.
red and blue.
Yes. David on platform 2, opening up with 120 kilos, 264. Very easy for him.
Now, Destiny, you're our resident referee so far. What's a red light on bench? A red card, excuse me.
As your butt comes up off the bench.
And our blue cards?
Up and down. And then yellow is like everything else.
There's another up and down. Or there's another blue card.
You didn't know
Is
you were getting
there?
quizzed today?
Hold on. No, I have
This
my
is your
card.
ref practical right now.
Oh, unlocked or unlocked elbows. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one too. I was just hoping you would read my mind.
What's that called? Like soft elbows?
Yeah, yeah.
You see soft knees far more often than you'd see soft elbows. I
Especially on deads.
imagine.
All right,
Yeah.
Thomas. Oh,
That's a good grab by the spotters and loaders there. Puts Thomas in a very interesting position here.
Yeah.
he
What were you
did have
hovering your
some-
finger over there?
So I was watching his right foot. It looked like his heel was kind of sliding up just a little bit.
Okay.
Here's Brian Scherer on platform 1, 145 kilo. And that's an easy 3-plate date for an opener. Brian Scherer,
Is that 315?
319.
Oh, yeah.
You don't always come home with change at the end of every date, but that 3-plate date has some change. Oh, God. Stop.
What?
I'm going home.
Oh my
This is
God.
it.
Get an apple.
The white monster has seeped into his brain.
His third.
And those things are good.
I
No,
said
no
I-
free
I-
clout, though.
I said I needed a main
Suspicious
line.
white energy drink that's not sponsored.
That is
either.
not-
Not
seen.
non-branded white energy drink with 0 sugar.
All right,
Somebody
Jacob,
call it Ultra.
Jacob Wilson on platform 2, 135 kilos. Very smooth and easy opener for him.
What was it that you said the other day on stream? What was that? Monkey Arm Mafia?
The Monkey Arm Mafia.
Dude, that was That made me laugh.
Those of us with arms longer than our legs.
I have long arms. We all have. We all do.
Us tall, lanky folks, we are all
There's
part of
not
the
a
monkey arm mafia.
single bench specialist on this panel right now.
No, there's
Like
not.
we're just
Sorry,
trying to work
guys.
our way through bench and do our best, do our
Just so you
you know,
did
due
deadlift.
diligence commentating.
to get
We're
it.
like, man, let's get to deadlift. You know what I mean?
Y'all are phenomenal deadlifters. I like to think I'm okay, but y'all are phenomenal.
Not just
She's
okay.
better than me.
Technically, you pull more than me.
Oh.
Technically.
Yeah, I
Technically.
don't.
In comp, you pull more than me.
Allegedly, I don't think that's true though.
After this, I'll have to show you his meat cap from his last one.
It's not good.
Didn't
Anyway,
go well.
It's fine.
8 for 9. It was
Type
okay.
Meat didn't go as planned.
It'll be there on
It'll
meat
be
day.
there on meat day. Yep.
All right. Platform 2, Joseph coming out for his first
I love the
157.5.
bandana. I did not know those were legal.
So you can wear any sort of headwear except a hat.
Can't wear a hat.
You can't
Like
wear
no
anything that's
brim.
sort of a hat.
Okay.
Or a crown. The reason why I say that
because
is...
the kid who wore those. Sorry,
remember that?
Didn't mean to steal your
Remember
story.
that? No,
You tell
no,
it.
because the
is your
last
thing.
meet that I was at, they came, what? No, Ivy League. The Ivy League.
I heard the story.
What?
Some kid came into the thing. They're like, can we wear like the Burger King crown?
Yeah.
And I said, no, you can't. I said, no, you can't. And they said, it's not in the rule book. And we're like, it doesn't matter. It's not really specified, so you shouldn't do that. And it's not in the rule book. And then Jan had to clarify it.
A Burger King
A
helmet.
Burger
Not
King,
even a
Burger
legitimate,
King,
like,
crown.
not a tiara from Party City. We're talking
No.
like a Burger King
Yes.
crown.
Is there anything more like college than that, though? You're about to do a powerlifting meet, and the fact that he said it's not in the rules lets me know that they spent one night studying the rule book,
Yes.
finding that loophole, and be like, wouldn't it be hilarious if we did this?
What if we?
Yes.
Because I don't know if y'all remember Nationals this past year. Marcus Adodo, he had the ski goggles on for prime time.
Oh, did he really? That's kind of sick.
It's interesting that eyewear is allowed, but not headwear.
Joey B's coming out, platform 1, with 190 kilos on the bar. But remember, for his squats, he just kind of benched, or not benched, he
So
squatted
we
the
talked in
bar.
the warm-up room, and apparently he's going to try for his bench.
Oh, okay. So he,
Apparently he's going to try.
Well, we were talking in the warm-up room how, we got 2 reds there. I think his butt came off the bench.
oh, shoot. Okay.
Okay, that actually puts him in a very weird position if he's really just trying to post a total.
Now I'll say in that case, I would put. What is that?
So we got a comment in the chat saying DLB.
But who is that from?
Looks like from Dorina Crawley. What
Who's
up,
that?
Dorina? AKA Mama Breen.
Oh, that's your mom?
That's my mom.
Hello.
Anyway.
But yes, Destiny does lift twice my body
DLB,
weight.
that's you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my
I didn't
initials.
put it together.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, DLB.
That's okay.
James Davis.
Oh wow.
Was there any up and down on that?
I honestly
didn't
don't
see
know.
any. Oh, they called it though. They called it though. That stinks. But kind of what you were saying earlier with I already forgot his name, but he just missed his opener on that
Was it Joseph?
butt command. Yes.
Yeah.
I would almost let him go up on that second.
Yeah?
Almost.
But the thing
Almost.
is, he needs to. You don't post the total if you bomb out, right?
Right.
Isn't the only reason he's doing this meet to post a total?
That's true. And then, like you said, that goes
Like in
down
any
to,
other situation, I'd be like, yeah, because that moved well.
That's
but
fair.
I'm just saying,
That's fair.
Imagine coming into a meet and literally taking the bar on squats just because that's all you're gonna do, and then you bomb out on bench.
Is that actually what he did? Was take the bar on squat? I missed that whole part.
He
He
took
took
the
a red.
bar, no knee sleeves.
Yeah.
And we were talking in the warm-up room afterwards that he was like, he would have, if he knew Jan wouldn't have got mad, he was going to make it look really hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pretend to struggle with the squat. He's obviously a lot stronger than that, but he's literally only doing this post-total.
Okay. All right.
And post total for.
I don't know. I'm going to ask him. I'll ask him.
It's
It would
got
either be the World Cup.
It's gotta
he's
be
not-
for the
World Cup.
Unless
World
he's
Cup.
the craziest deadlifter this world has ever seen. He's not qualifying for nationals
Unless we
with
can pull out a
total.
900 pull.
All right.
Jamal Browner?
Whitman coming out, platform 2, 110 kilos.
All right. Jimmy Two Cheeks on platform 1, 135 kilos.
That's
You
a
know
great
what's funny?
attempt.
Jimmy benches a lot like me. It's kind of funny.
Like big doo-doo who soft touches.
Big dude, a little bit fast on the descent, almost minuscule soft touch.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very interesting.
I forget exactly what Jimmy's, like what his number was coming into this. Obviously, apart from like just going 9 for 9.
Yeah.
Just banging my shit off the table. So I don't know what he's gonna try to jump to on bench. I don't know if he's just gonna make even 5-pounders.
We'll see.
Or 5 kilos jumps rather.
Mm-hmm. All right, you've got Adam Mula, 145 kilos. That's a 3-plate date, 319 pounds. Alejandro Quintero on number 2, 275 kilos. 275 pounds. 275 kilos is like 600 pounds. I've
606.
I've seen it bench press before, but not on a USAPL meet.
Have you seen someone?
Huh?
Have you seen someone bench that much?
Untested, of course.
Oh yeah,
Untested.
yeah, I would.
Alejandro with 125 kilos. He looks very smooth.
That was a 7.5 kilo jump too. Okay, you can tell the deadlift warm-ups are going
They're
on
starting.
in the room right now. I was wondering what that was.
And how do you know exactly?
Because it sounds like Godzilla and or King Kong may be walking the streets of Albany, New York, but actually we're in the Albany Capitol Center and people are just...
I'll say everyone knows Godzilla goes through New York City. I mean, we're good here.
Yeah, that's true. A little bit, they're not dropping their deadlifts, but
right.
They're getting warmed up. You know what? It actually, I was saying in the back,
Brendan,
when you're waiting to go,
fighting it. I don't know if
He
there
locked
was
it out.
some.
He's not going to get it. That was up and down.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
I'm so happy to be wrong. There we go, Brendan. Thank God I was wrong. 2-1. Only got up and down from that middle judge.
Brendan's been here since like I weighed in this morning. I thought he was going to be competing in the first session. He's been here for a minute.
Who are we talking?
So
Brendan,
Brendan, the one
so
who
he
just
just
hit his,
got that list.
is the one with the bandana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was literally here at
Earlier?
7 a.m.
Oh,
I think.
maybe he thought he was on a different one. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, Thomas is coming up, retaking 135 kilos for his second.
Got a comment in the chat. Someone let Alejandro know warm-ups are done.
Facts.
Here's Brian Scherer. Easy 330. Ooh, a little bit of a shakiness. Bars and Loaders got to grab it.
Just not there for today. I hope that he can get that for his third.
Never want to see anybody bomb out.
Yeah.
How as an athlete, how does that happen for the people at home?
So if you when you hear us talk about bombing out, that's just the sports jargon term for being disqualified from the meet.
Yep.
Right. So what happens there is, let's say one of our lifters weren't to make any of their attempts on squat. So they missed all 3 of their attempts. They therein would not be able to post a total, and so therein they would not be able to be in the runnings for any placings, records, awards, anything like that. They are still able to add to their numbers to go into their lifting database, but they are not allowed to post totals for the meet or go to any qualifiers or anything like that. But it is encouraged for those at home. It is encouraged for lifters that do bomb out to continue with the rest of the meet, only because, in my opinion, you are prepping for a whole meet.
Yes.
Right? You prep for squat, bench, and dead. And let's say squat doesn't go well. You still got bench and dead. You don't want to throw away 2/3 of the prep.
Absolutely. And I don't know how far out. You guys are coaches, so you would probably have a better grasp on this than myself. But I don't know how far out you would start considering training like meet prep. But sometimes it's like 10 weeks. And even if something doesn't go right, like you train 10 weeks for today. You can't just be like, something went wrong.
Right.
Like, we're going home.
10 weeks is 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Like 10 weeks doesn't sound all that much, but 2.5 months sounds a while.
Yeah.
I would say anywhere between the, I've seen meet preps as quick as 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I've seen preps as long as 16 weeks.
Yeah.
So it, again, all depends. Literally every answer we're going to have, chat, comes down to it depends.
Depends, your favorite. But it really does, though.
Yeah. I would say probably anywhere from, I'll say probably from 10 to 12 is about the norm.
Yeah. No, I would agree.
All right, now here's Joe Schaefer, 162.5 kilos, 358 pounds. Henry Marf is already on the board with his opener at 132. Let's see if he can get on with 135. He did miss that second attempt on strength.
Joseph remembering the rack command on bench.
Hey!
He will never forget that, hopefully.
I don't think you'll forget commands ever again.
I know. Well, I didn't want to say because I remember he missed 2 squats on the rack command, but they moved so well.
They were great squats.
Yeah. So I was like, I hope he knows, because bench would probably be the easier one to miss it on because you're literally not facing anybody. You're looking straight up at the ceiling.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's not like a head judge there, or maybe if you look into the stands and someone's like, hold it.
Or it could be like at Nationals where you're looking at a projection of yourself on the screen.
Do they do that?
Oh, God, it was bad.
Yeah.
So when you're laying down, you looked up and they had you on the ceiling?
Not
Well,
on
no,
the
no, so,
ceiling,
like-
but like if you're looking up, you can see it right there.
So you know, prime time yesterday, the projector was off to the side.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was dead
front
center
of you.
behind the bench.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Good grab by the spotters and loaders for Mike Runyon.
Well, actually, no. You guys would have seen the whole thing because you were watching the live stream at commentating. But can we talk about the production value?
Oh my
last night?
gosh. Well, you know who we had to thank for that? Our folks at Barbell Productions.
Oh, hell
Shout out
yeah.
Kevin and Alicia. They've done a phenomenal job with this meet thus far. Thank you. And Alicia can't even hear us.
Yep.
But
He's throwing up hearts. We're getting hearts. I couldn't believe. Well, not I couldn't believe that. I could believe that because I know Jan was pulling out all the stops, but it was very intense. It was like,
it's good to see the production value at state level meets and above just really getting what they deserve.
Jimmy taking 140, third attempt. Good pause.
Finish through, James. Finish through.
Oh.
That was clean, Jimmy.
Wow.
I think his butt stayed on. I think
think so, too.
let's see
Come
if
on.
Jimmy Two
Let's
Cheeks
see
kept
it.
his cheeks on the bench, and he
Yeah.
did. 3 white
I mean,
lights.
how could
There
that
we
butt
go.
possibly come off the bench?
Right.
Let's be honest.
James. Oh. Okay, just not there. Just not there for James. That's okay. He's still in it.
It's unfortunate because he got the second attempt. He didn't fail it on strength.
Right.
And that one, unfortunately, that really takes a lot out of you, missing stuff like that. But still, like you said, posted his opener. He's still in the meet. We're moving on deadlifts. This is what? Is platform 1 on third attempts too?
Platform 1 is on thirds.
So we're wrapping up. This is our last few benchers here. I don't know exactly how many people still
I think
need
we've
to
got
go.
one
but
more flight.
No,
This is the second flight.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
second flight.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
all right.
if you're a bench super fan, just know you've got about 15 more minutes.
That's
If
it.
you came for the bench only.
If you came for the bench press, here we are.
Yes.
Here's Brendan. He did get that second attempt, 2-1. A kneel off the chest on platform 2.
Just hitting that sticking point for both platforms. Not able to get through that.
That was like at the same time too, and they both
It
sat up
was.
and walked
Yeah.
out directions at
Yep,
the same time.
yep.
That was aesthetically pleasing.
Honestly, I think that bench is becoming one of my favorites. Only
Really?
because,
you hit PR the other day.
That's
tell
a hot take.
Tell the people.
guys, I hit my first 200-pound bench. 203 pounds.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. With plenty in the tank.
Yeah.
Listen, that was unpeaked, so I don't know. I'm sure it would have moved better if I was in prep, but who knows. But guys, it takes a while to add pounds to your bench. It really does.
Well, I hate to
Yes.
keep bringing up like my own experiences during this, but I took 115 as my last attempt here at this meet. My meet in November, I took 112 and a half. So in a whole 10, 12 week period, I gained 6 pounds on my bench press. And
some people can't even do that. What an
my
uneven
goodness.
lockout.
What a
But it's
grind.
good for Whitman Ives. Let's see the judges call. It's a
Yes.
good lift. 3 wide lights.
bench is so hard to.
Listen,
to progress.
I'll take a 6-pound PR.
Well, in 115, I failed during my peak week of training.
Yes.
And I was like, oh man, I
Yeah.
got
In
flat.
taper we trust. In taper we trust.
But that even looked like you still had some kilos left. Not saying to push it, but I'm saying today. Yes. Yeah.
I might have been good for 117 and a half,
Yeah.
maybe, but like,
You're happy
yeah,
with it, though.
benches are so fit. I like 2.5 pound, 2.5
Yeah.
kilo jumps. That's good for me.
You gotta go with what. Hit that sticking point again. No lift for Brian. We'll see him again for deadlifts on the platform.
Alejandro, this is the one we said to that warm-ups ended, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got that
Yeah.
in
This is
chat.
supposed to be difficult.
Oh,
Chat, you lied.
Give him a round of applause.
Chat, you did that.
Find,
I'm gonna
find
blame
that
that on
person
the
in chat and ban them.
Find them and ban them.
Ban them.
how dare you.
Time them out.
Mods.
All right, let's see. Platform 2, we got David coming out. 132.5 kilos on the bar.
We're about halfway through our last benches on platform 2, as well on platform 1. Here's Marcus Series, 162.5 kilos, 358 pounds. Whoever's deadlifting behind us needs to chill.
Oh, yeah. Great
man.
grind by Marcus.
He's a grinder, dude. Marcus doesn't take any
and
easy
also
attempts.
great grind from David. I am a fan of these third attempt benches. I will tell you that. There's nothing like grinding out a bench.
Dude, yeah.
And I think it comes down to not only the lifter experience and knowing what they can handle on a meet day, because it's different than training, obviously, but it comes down to the handler and the coach as well.
Yeah.
Knowing how to make those calls, knowing the athlete, knowing what is the best thing to go for that following attempt. Now here's Thomas Mellinson. Thomas is in a interesting situation here. He is going to retake 135 kilos again for his third attempt, and he is a Masters 2 lifter. He needs this attempt in order to stay in the meet. Let's see
Come on, Thomas.
if the crowd can get behind.
Push it up. Yes. Yes. Is it going? Is it going? Oh, shoot.
Give him a round of applause. Nice try.
Shoot.
And unfortunately, Thomas
He knows
Mellinson.
it. He knows it.
Now, Thomas
It's-
Mellinson will, what we call in the biz, bomb out. So unfortunately, he will not be able to post a total for the meet. His squat and his deadlift will still count for his personal record. Unfortunately, they will not count for the meet.
Joey B with a 200-kilo bench. Wow. What do they
'Cause
say?
Joey's a baller.
Yes.
That's fine.
Wilson on platform.
Ready.
And that is the end of our action on platform 1. We are all finished. So we are going to take we're going to wait till platform 2 finishes up.
gonna
And we're going to
say.
take
You had like 3 or 4.
Don't go
10-minute break.
anywhere, guys. Jacob.
Push it. Push it.
Can he grind it?
Come on, Jacob. Oh,
Nope.
so you saw right off the chest his elbows flared just a little bit, but you saw him try and re-engage it in order to get past that sticking point. Great attempt there for Jacob Wilson.
All right, we got, what, 3
Final
benches
3.
left?
Yep. We
Final
got
3.
Kenrick, Joseph, and then Joshua. Joshua, 18, 19-year-old Team 3 lifter. He's going to be benching
What do we got here, Chuck?
192.5. That is,
Yeah.
what is that?
You better step your game up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I ain't doing nothing.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
almost my squat.
All right. Let's see here. Henrik, 150 kilos on the bar. 330. Let's see it. Oh.
Just a bit too heavy.
All right. Yep. Just a little bit too much.
One of the really frustrating things about bench too, it's the least musculature involved. So when you really get into like a grind, you know, like when you're watching someone bench, very rarely do you see them hit a crazy sticking point and come through it. But sometimes on squats you can see, and especially deadlifts, you can see really people like grit it out. It's very hard to grit out a bench press attempt, especially within the rule set.
Yes.
Like obviously,
You
you're
can
sort of
obviously
lifting your
grind
butt
a
off the
bench,
bench,
yep.
and
Exactly.
but within the rule set, yeah. You could say the same thing for obviously like deadlifts with hitching and ramping and stuff like that.
All right. Let's see it, Joseph.
Big Joe Schaefer.
Oh, nope. Just a little bit too heavy for the day.
Good grab by our spotters and loaders. And folks, we are on to our last bench press of the 2024 New York State Championships.
Joshua coming out 192.
You guys have watched a lot of bench this weekend. Well, to be fair, I watched it too from home, but
All right, this is going to be, like you said, this is going to be 424 pounds,
Holy
192 and a
cows.
half kilos.
that's crazy. Maybe he's trying to qualify for national. He could probably get 232 and a half on squat. He's a 100 kg lifter.
Yeah.
He's teen.
He's a
He's teen
teen.
3.
Teen 3.
Team 3, I mean,
Do you know what the
golly.
QT is for that, Nick?
Golly, I can look it up right now if you want me to. Let me see.
Come on, Josh.
You can wait till after, but
Here we go now. Everyone's behind him.
Push it, Josh. Come on.
Drive. Oh my
what
God.
a show, my gosh.
Lift is.
Give it to him. I'm not even going to question
yeah,
it.
nah, he knew.
Rewind.
He knew off the bench
That
too.
wasn't even an issue. Wow. Well, folks, that's going to round out our coverage of bench for the state championships. We are going to take a 10-minute break while we get things set up. Don't go anywhere because the party truly starts when the weight hits the floor. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Go and grab you some lunch. We'll see you soon.
This is the world's greatest powerlifting event. is the world's greatest powerlifting fan. This is the world's greatest.
All right, guys, we are back for the best part of the day, my personal favorite lift. Okay, Nick is busting out some moves right now. The music has him going. We are back for deadlifts. Again, my personal favorite part of the meet and my favorite lift.
Because the party has started, kids.
Amen. All right.
Amen at your head like a buffalo.
Platform 2, you said his name is pronounced Joey.
Joey Nisto.
Joey Nisto, 175 kilos.
Repping the slack pole socks. Shout out Kilo Peter.
So is that like a local brand that you know or something like that? Because
Kinda.
you lost your mind when you first saw the
White
slack
Toe?
pull box, the
Well,
slack
so-
pull socks last session.
Yeah, so they're kind of a smaller brand.
Yeah.
Kilo Peter, he's the guy that owns it. My buddy Michael Gagne, he's one of their representatives.
Nice.
But they had only come out with a white, a black, and a purple. So when he came out with the red yesterday, I was like, what?
I was like, what's the deal with that?
All right, we've got Mr. Elijah coming up on platform 2 with 195 kilos. And we got Cesar Alara on platform 1. He's going to be going 496 pounds. And folks, it's going to be a little bit tougher to hear us because they did turn the music up, but that is because it is a truly party for deadlifts today. Cesar Alara, 496 pounds.
And that on top of it being like the last deadlift session of the whole
Of the
entire
whole
2-day
meet. This is it.
meet. Yeah, they cranked it.
All right, we got Marcus Dubs. Marcus Dubs on platform 1, 240 kilos, 529.
Cranking open up with 200 kilos on platform 2.
Oh. Now, all three of us, I would say, are pretty decent deadlifters. As we're watching this, we have 2 parentheses 3 types of deadlifts that we can see. So we've got the conventional stance, like we see Marcus Dubs doing on platform 1, where the hands are outside of the legs. And then we've got sumo, which is where the feet are placed wider and the hands are inside the knees. And then the parentheses third deadlift is the froggy, the hybrid deadlift, where your feet are a lot closer together than a sumo, but your hands are still inside the legs. And so that kind of lends to more individual body types, and a lot of those stances are lifter preference. I think all three of us pull conventional because that's just
I think
how
all
you
three
should.
of us pulled conventional and mixed group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. When I pulled sumo, I did hook grip, and then look what happened. I don't lift anymore. So. Yet.
Conventional for life. I'm sorry. Oh wow.
That was a fantastic slack pull from him. You see how much the bar bent before it even broke the floor? That was really... I love watching people's deadlifts setups because I feel like it's the lift that in some ways has the most individuality of like how people do it. Some people are grip and rip. Some people are super meticulous. Obviously, sumo pullers slower off the floor, quicker at lockout.
Sometimes you have whole dance battles for some of these sumo setups.
Oh my god. And also the speed at which we are just flying through this already.
I'm saying. We're pretty much almost through these first attempts on the first flight here on platform 2.
That's Craig.
Yeah, you're right. Ryan's up next, 220.
Doug Wessel with a big 573. 3 white lights. Now, same conversation as before. When we get into the referee side of things, what are the main 2 things you look for on a deadlift?
In terms of completion of the lift, you want to make sure that your knees are locked, your hips are pulled all the way through, as in like aligning with your knees, and your shoulders are back or in the upright position. Shoulders cannot be like hunched over a little bit. They can't be like tilted forward or anything like that. That's going to show that you're not truly locking out the lift. One thing that we see a lot happen in the deadlift, besides failing the weight when it's too heavy, but we see ramping or hitching where people will use their thighs as a support mechanism to actually grind the weight up. I don't know how else to explain it.
That's it. Yeah.
Almost like they're using it like as a shelf to
Yes.
pull it up a little bit, like a ramp.
Hitching and ramping is very, I don't want to say it's like niche. I don't quite know how to explain. It's hard to explain, but when you see it, you're like,
Yeah,
that's
it.
exactly what that
Yeah.
person did.
Yeah.
It's where the deadlift kind of doesn't move in a straight pulling, like straight up and down
Yes,
motion.
yes.
You're
Obviously, we'll
utilizing
call it out if we see it.
It's basically you're shifting the focus point of the lift from your back to your legs almost exclusively.
Yes.
When
Yeah.
when you ramp.
And a lot of times, I will say, for lifters, I've never been called in competition. But it's almost, when you really get in the zone for deadlifts, it's almost like a natural reaction when you feel the bar kind of, you've exhausted all your pulling strength. Yep. So people don't do it purposefully, I would say. It's almost like a, man, what is the word?
Natural reaction?
Yes, like a natural reaction to, being pulled forward.
Well, that's sort of like I was saying, when you're trying to get that last little bit on a bench press and your butt comes up, that's pure instinct.
Exactly. It's the same. Yep.
Body returns to monkey.
Danny's coming up 250 kilos for his opener. Wow, that was
golly,
really
Miss Molly.
snappy. But if you look, he's got very, very long arms.
Yes.
And that is a key, and that will absolutely help you in the deadlift portion of the competition.
Playing a New York legend right now.
I hope that
Are
you
we
guys
getting
can hear
copyrighted
this
on
song.
We've got a certain rapper playing on the speaker with a certain monetary moniker. We're not gonna say the name though, but it is our birthday. We are in the club, as it were. Here's David Gullion on platform 1, 285 kilos. Goodness gracious, 628 pounds. Joe Sotilli with a good round.
That was a good lift, yeah.
First attempt on platform 2.
Woo!
We're reaching towards the end, folks. It's going to be a long day.
Again, very long arms on David.
That was
he
crazy.
looks tall from here.
And like what I was saying with the different intricacies, he really didn't bend down that much.
No.
Or get his hips crazy under the bar. It almost looked like he literally just grabbed it and stood straight up.
Yep.
Almost purely a hinge movement.
And that works for some people. I'm definitely more of a hingy squat, well, that too. But a hingy deadlift person. Some people need to get their knees deep under the bar to even have a chance, and that's a leverage thing.
And a lot of times that comes down to, does anybody know?
Anatomy.
Femur, yes?
Yeah.
Femur length, more specifically.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
Joey Michto.
That's the closest grip I've ever seen. I think he might be grabbing the smooth.
I was going to say conventional stance, close
Hook
foot
grip.
stance, hook grip. This man's peaceful AF.
He's hook gripping the smooth. Would hook grip?
And
It
hook
hurt
grip
less
itself
if
is
you're
hard
grabbing
enough.
the smooth, right?
No.
It hurts more if you're
It
grabbing
hurts
the
all the same.
Okay.
It all just hurts.
It's less of the skin ripping though, and just the blunt force trauma
And the
on
pressure,
your thumbs. I went through a period where I was like, I'm gonna switch from mix to hook grip, and it lasted about a week, and this was on literally baby butt smooth commercial gym bars. Yep. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
He said baby butt.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
see what I used to do?
Zero
I used to practice on dumbbells. I would practice hook gripping dumbbells if I was doing rows and stuff.
I do that for my accessories sometimes.
Elijah's coming out 207.5 kilos. Again, a teen one lifter between the ages of 14 and 15.
15, we had that confirmed. He's 15.
Oh, he's 15. That's right. Oh, yes.
He's strong, I'll tell you that.
We had Ryan Johnson with a good lift on platform 1, coached by Sean Collins of Sincere Training Systems.
Yes.
Cesar Lara is going to come right behind with 518 pounds. Come give me a hug if you're into getting
Lunch.
lunch.
All right, Frankie's coming out, platform 2. 457 pounds for another teen lifter.
Product of American Barbell Club. Gosh, these kids are tall standing over here.
Yeah, no, Frankie's tall. He's like 6'1".
Like, we are in the very back corner of this venue, and I can see these folks clear above the audience.
Nice.
Even hunched over in sumo setup. You're
Hunched
like, I
over
can
in
still
sumo,
tell
let's
he's
call
tall. Also, he's rocking the, what's that, A7 USA singlet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out A7, our presenting sponsor, Demand Greatness.
I gotta get me one of them. I gotta get it. You know what? I went 3 meets in the other powerlifting organization that did not sponsor this meet, singlet. And I think I gotta turn it in. I'm seeing what A7's putting out. I gotta. You know what? You seen they just dropped like the gold t-shirts and sweatshirts?
Yep. Those are clean.
You think what I'm
Objectively,
thinking?
those are clean.
I'm thinking there might be a set coming out soon. Maybe a little bit of different colorway, something like.
Well, they already have that black and gold colorway, so I wonder if there's going to be
you're
like
right.
a gold mane, maybe? That'd be a little ostentatious, but hey, I'm here for
that
it.
would be OD. Imagine wearing a gold singlet and then coming in 8th.
Anthony fighting through that.
It's like wearing a white dress at a wedding. You don't do it.
And it's a good lift for him.
Or a white singlet. They
White singlet in general.
dude, they look very clean, but
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it, no. Well, I just couldn't pull it off. So shout out to you if you were an all-white singlet.
Phil coming up on platform 2 with 220 kilos on the bar.
That's 485 pounds for the Masters 2 lifter.
This in a training setting is 4 reds, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 4 reds, no collar.
Gotcha.
And then we've got Kevin Sosa, the homies love Sosa. Cannoli Gang from Squats and Science. This is 584 pounds, 265 kilos.
It's a good lift for Phil.
Awesome.
He's happy about that.
Good. I saw a little bobble there at the top, and I was hoping but it was like after lockout, so I was hoping they let that one go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Matt Below on platform 2, 222.5 kilos. That's 490 pounds. And then we are into our 600-pound deadlifts, folks. We've got Doug Wessel, 606 even. My mom's just,
I mean,
you know.
it is true.
hey,
Yeah.
we're having fun. This
We
is
are.
the last session of the meet.
All right, looks like it's going to be
We
a
are
no
having
lift
fun,
for
man.
Matt. Just a little bit too heavy there.
What'd she say?
She was like,
Keep the
listen
show
to
on
Destiny,
track.
keeping the show on
I
track.
am. I'm so zoned
No,
in.
you are. Me and Nick are.
Yeah, you guys,
We're the color. You're the play-by-play, I guess.
very nice.
You know, that's a great way of putting that. We've just been talking
Very
about
good lift for Doug.
things outside of lifting.
Don't look at me.
Guys, we're having fun, man. If
All
nothing
right.
else, we're just having fun.
Simultaneously, we have
Coach and
Zach,
athlete
Zach,
lifting next
who
to each other.
coaches Ryan. Ryan is Zach's athlete. Ryan is on platform 2 right now,
And they're
Zach,
walking out
Oh,
together.
come on.
They are walking
They
out
should have
together.
done a fusion
You want to know
dance.
what? You want to know what? This means it's going to be a great attempt for both of them. You got Mason and Anthony Angelini in both their corners.
Anthony Angelini competed last
Let's
night
go, boys.
in prime time.
Yes, Ryan. Oh
pull
my
for
God.
Ryan. Very
That
strong.
was absolutely beautiful. Zach standing up with it.
Oh, yeah.
With
Give him something good,
622.
Ant. Give him something good, Ant.
I think he needs more.
Someone pan the camera over to Jan right now. Get the camera on this guy.
I'll delete
Looking
it.
good, Jan. You
I'll
look
delete
good,
it.
though.
Hold on, I'll delete it. It's gonna kill me.
Oh, you didn't even get it.
I didn't even get it. Oh, I did.
Here's Danny Torres on platform 2. This is 584 pounds for the junior 100-kilo lifter. Into our second attempts for both
I can't
platforms.
believe we're literally. What are we at the bottom of the seconds already?
Yep.
Holy
yes.
cow!
I think we'll be out of here before 5.
Don't jinx it.
Where's the wood? I'm just gonna knock. I'm gonna pretend this is wood. Knock.
So I know we touched on it before, and we don't know if you can hear the. Well, you can kind of hear the music. When I was watching the live stream yesterday, like when it was this loud, you could hear it.
Wow, Danny is just absolutely
he was on that one.
ragdolling
The deadlift
weight.
playlist is on fire.
Well, deadlift is definitely the most hype
Oh
of
yeah,
all of the
oh,
lifts.
absolutely. We are so biased. You're
Couldn't
right.
tell that none of us are okay at bench.
Yeah.
Joseph Satilli, 584 pounds. Now he's a raw Masters 100-kilo lifter. Sorry.
We're gonna see a couple 600-pound pulls today.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 661 on platform 1 with
300?
Ryan.
300, the magic number.
Holy cow.
Whoa. Two
No,
reds on platform
no,
2. I'm
no
wondering
red
if he
for
let
him.
the.
And so if you get red lights with a red card underneath, that's soft shoulders or soft hips. So it's got to be failure to lock out.
Oh my.
Oh, that was crazy.
Wow. That was an extremely fast 661 deadlift.
Is that Brian?
Absolutely more kilos in the tank for that.
Brian's definitely on that side saying, you left me off prime time. I'm going to make sure you don't do it again next year.
Excuse me. That's true.
All right, Big Joey Mishto. We've got owner-proprietor Ely Majaj, White Toe Lifting Co. in the corner.
Third attempts now for platform 2.
451 pounds for Joey Misto.
Oh, you're saying that's the owner? Oh,
That's really
Firefighter for NYFD.
awesome.
and a dad.
And a dad.
Very good father.
Two of the
from what
most
I've heard.
important jobs out there.
Yes.
All right, here's David Gullion on platform 1. This is 672.
Wow. Pull it, pull it, pull it.
Come on,
Lock it
Joey.
out.
Can Joey finish out 9 for 9?
Let's see what they say.
Yes, sir. 2 to 1. That's a good lift for Joey Misto, representing the White
Oh, he's
Toe
happy.
Lifting Co. at the very end.
Sending all you guys kisses.
Good man. Is he your lifter?
No. No, I'm just really good friends with the White Toe people.
Oh, gotcha.
Love
gotcha.
the White Toe
no,
guys.
No, absolutely.
They've always treated me well.
All right. Platform 2, we got Elijah coming out 215 kilos for his last and final lift of the day. Stalking the bar, staring it down, saying, I'm about to pull you and you don't even know it.
Don't stop pulling, Ryan.
Ryan Johnston, 225. Can he find his way off the floor?
Oh, wow.
Oh, watch the knees, watch the knees. I think he had him locked just enough for that down
I
command.
don't know. Oh. Good lift on
2-1.
platform 1. Let's see, Elijah,
Elijah's
can
so
he lock
close.
it out?
Folks, we are seeing some
Oh.
barn burner deadlifts today.
It looks like it's just not going. That's okay. He gave it everything that he's got.
So I think what we touched on earlier, that right there was a very small example of like an attempted hitch and ramp to
Yes.
get it that
Yes.
last 1 inch up. Kind of like that rocking back and forth motion.
All right. 500-pound deadlift for Nathan.
That was
was
easy.
very easy, actually. That
It
was
was a little
almost
too easy.
easy.
Saw him rock back on his heels just a little bit.
All right, Frankie coming out with 220 kilos, 485 pounds with the sumo stance.
Bars loaded for Marcus.
Oh,
Frankie
can he
Giso.
pull it? Oh, all
Just got
right.
pitched forward a little bit right there.
And kind of what we were talking about earlier with the differences in stance here. If you go, there's obviously differences in how the bar is going to move when you go sumo and conventional, right?
Yeah.
So conventional, it's going to be a lot faster off the floor
Yep.
because you're able to get more of a wedge, more of that leg force down to the floor. But you're going to have a hard time at lockout. Almost the exact opposite is true for sumo. It's a mother to try and get it off the floor, but so long as you maintain that position, it's going.
Marcus is still
Marcus
trying
Dubs.
for it.
Oh, looks like he got. Oop. Is he okay?
Thumbs, maybe? Thumbs might
Yes,
have went on him?
Yeah, he's
He's
walking off
okay.
okay.
Sometimes what'll happen too, if a lifter looks like they're a little bit wobbly coming off of a lift, it may be because of the reduction in their airflow because of their belt as well. Because you're holding your breath and you're bracing really hard for all of these lifts, and you'll see our back spotter's been really good at that. Eric, shout out to RIT. He has been making sure that they are safe, making sure that their belt comes off as soon as they're done lifting.
Now we do have a timeout for Matt Below for his third attempt deadlift on 2. And we've got Kevin, the ladies love
600
Sosa.
pounds.
This got to be a milestone pull for
272.
him.
Oh, this is a huge, he wants it.
600 pounds, 300 keys. These are all milestone
Yeah.
benches. All right, deadlift, excuse me. Let's go, Kevin.
He wants
Money.
it, he wants
That's
it,
money.
and that was beautiful. You got Chuck and the Pit Vipers, and it's a good lift.
Relatable.
If I'm not
Relatable, my
mistaken,
friend.
I think he went 9 for 9, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look here. I was wrong. He went 8 for 9, excuse me. Missed his last
Still a
squat.
good day. I mean, ending with a 600-pound pull, that's crazy. I mean, you would know. You just,
Destiny, you're gonna know at nationals. Everybody, watch out.
yeah, stop. 600 is a
I
crazy
can't wait
number.
to watch.
Oh, man.
I'm just happy to be involved.
I don't know, guys. Give me like 2 more years. 2 more years.
Give you 5 months. Take it or leave it.
You have until nationals, clearly, so that's
All right.
that's all you got.
All right. Oh, man.
Ben Luter's on platform 1. This is 600 pounds as well. Oh, sorry, this is 622.
Janice off his rocker. All right, can he grind it out on platform 1? Ben,
All he's got to do is
Ben!
straighten. Oh,
Shoot.
A beautiful attempt there
Really?
for Ben Looters. He'll come away with 265 still on his total.
Anthony, unfortunately, won't be able to take that lift under his belt today, but that's okay.
And folks, third attempt deadlift is where you want to have, this is where you shoot your shot.
RPE
All right.
10,
RPE
death
10.
grinder.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
You want to give every
You don't want to
last
walk away
Ryan.
from a meet being like, I had so much more in the tank, you know what I mean? Obviously on squat and bench, you have to know you have to leave something left for deadlifts, but deadlifts, there's nothing after.
All right. Ryan Dunn making his way to the
Oh, here
platform
we go.
for his
Come on,
third
Mason,
and
hype him up.
final attempt. 442.5 kilos
Come on, Ryan.
the bar. 534 pounds, guys. This is a huge lift for him. Let's go, Ryan. Keep going.
Knock it out, Ryan.
Yes! Yes!
We had a good attempt as well from Doug on platform 1. It was a no lift,
And
unfortunately.
it's a good lift. Oh, he is so hyped up. You know he's going to scream in the back.
Oh my God, that almost brings a tear to your eyes seeing
Yeah.
someone you train with that
Yes.
often hit a big PR.
All right.
Deadlift's kind of been his
He's
demon.
been
Just
going
for
on.
background information on Ryan,
and
because
squat.
we know him
Yeah.
a little bit better than the rest of the
All
competitors
right.
we train with him. He's only been powerlifting for like 5 months, maybe.
Oh, wow, really? That's it?
All right, we got Zach on platform 1. Huge 661 pull. He's going to give it everything he's got. Come on, Zach.
And Joseph Tilley on platform 2, 265. Look at that grind,
on,
Joseph Tilley.
Zach.
Look at the
on,
grind, Zach
Zach.
McCarr. Can he get past his
Zach.
knees? All he has to do is stand up with it.
All right.
Oh.
He's
Good
good.
catch there by Eric. A good catch there by
He's just
Ant
making sure,
Angelini.
again, he's making sure his belt comes off, making sure he can breathe. Well done, and very, very strong effort for him.
We are seeing phenomenal grinds all across the
Yeah.
board. These lifters are leaving nothing on the platform. David Gullion, 672 pounds.
Oh my
This will put him from 7th place to a podium spot at 5th place.
Man, it's gotta be like a dream scenario, pulling to get on the platform. Danny on platform 2, he's looking to break the 600-pound barrier. This is 606 pounds.
Come on, David, hold on to it. Don't stop pulling.
Danny's been awesome with redemption thus far since that
Come on,
bench
Danny.
timeout. Let's see if he does this last tier pull.
Oh,
Yeah, that's an
yeah.
awesome pull.
Look at him.
That's an awesome pull.
Look at, he's like
Oh,
staring
stare
down,
down,
too.
too.
Little stare down.
Let him know, Danny.
David Gullion with a
Oh
comeback
my.
pull at 672.
Oh, wow.
That'll take him to 5th place, ladies and gentlemen, for the men's open 100 kilo class. He is on the podium.
My Lord.
Am I seeing things, or did he have bloody socks? Was he wearing white socks that were all skinned up?
It
Just
does
if you're
not
wondering
surprise
why
me.
people have to wear knee-high socks on the deadlift, the barbells we use here at powerlifting meets are extremely sharp for the knurling, so people don't lose their grip. But the trade-off is, on deadlifts, it's gonna rip your shins up on the way up. That's why you gotta wear deadlift socks, so you make sure you're not getting skin particles and all that good stuff over the
I'm
bottom.
sorry to interrupt you, Mitch, but we have a
Oh, no, I see.
700-pound deadlift about to.
699.97
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
pound
gonna
you
deadlift.
guys were
round it
talking
up.
about this the other night. That's
I-
gotta be 700,
It's
dude.
700. 700 for Brian.
If someone puts a feather on it, it's 700.
It's fine. I'm sure with the extra chalk, it's fine.
Yeah,
It has a-
exactly.
yeah.
About to be outdone. James Davis starting our next flight on platform 2.
See, Brian. Here we go.
Till he
Oh,
collapses.
shoot. All right, all right.
He said it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
You
And
know
that-
what?
We're gonna breathe.
And that's
Shout
all
out to
that
him too,
matters.
because I would have done the same thing. He timed up his pull with the beat drop of the music.
Yes.
Good call, Handler.
Crazy? That was his call.
That's a big brain call there. We are now on to our last flight of deadlifters, our last deadlifts overall, our last everything for the 2024 New York State Championships. And here's Henry Marf, 185 kilos, 407. We're starting off with the 400-pound pulls, ladies and gents. And then we've got Alejandro Quintero on platform 2, 215 kilos. We're talking 473 pounds.
Let's see who the big pullers are in this. Platform 2, Jacob Wilson's opening with 290.
Opening with 290.
Opening with 290. I didn't get to watch him lift, but did you see Hung Mei from the first session?
Oh my gosh.
He opened with 290 too.
Did you see his squat?
No, we were on different platforms,
okay.
So I never got to watch them. But we weighed in next to each other, and you know when they have to dish out the openers when you weigh in, I'm just listening to what this guy's putting in for openers, and I was like, wow, it's going to be a long day for me.
We've got Ryan Scherer, Kenrick Millord. I interrupted you again. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
We're just so in sync.
That's okay.
And y'all saw she's getting annoyed with me already.
Hey, you announced them, so. Looked like a very, very fast opener for him.
I wonder how big of a jump he's going to take. That looked like a safe number just to get on the board kind of thing.
And folks, I know we're saying it pretty late, but if you want to follow along to all the lifts that our lifters are doing, any attempts they put in, any lifts they complete or miss, and the reasons why, all you got to do is type in liftingcast.com and search for the New York State
Championships. I think the link is in the bio of the YouTube live stream. It was yesterday. It was important links. If you go to the LiftingCast, that'll bring up the system that we use to know what attempts they're taking. At least it was yesterday. If I'm wrong, I don't have the, let me be safe. I'm going to pull it up right
now. All right, we've got Brendan Simoskovic, 584 pounds on platform 1, and then Whitman Ives on platform 2, 227.5 kilos from Outcast Powerlifting.
Yep, so it's going to be the first comment, or not comment, in the description under helpful links will be live scoring. If you go ahead and click on that, it'll bring you to LiftingCast, which will show you the rosters.
All right. All right, here's Brendan. Bandana on tap. We can feel the deadlifts dropping from all the way over here.
But we can only feel them on the platform now, and we can't feel them from the warm-up room and the platform at the same time.
Hard for Marcus Harris, 504 pounds.
All right, folks. Turn down for what? Marcus Series, 265 kilos. We're talking 584 pounds. And we've got Joe Schaefer, 235 kilos. That's 518 pounds.
Wow, it doesn't get much easier than that. This is good.
Josh from Relentless Strength.
So Michael Runyon.
I'm sorry.
No. Michael Runyon opened up with 270. That's a touch under 600 pounds. I know Michael Runyon is one of our favorites here in the chat. And on platform 2, David Lochner opened up with 237.5.
Shout out by Brandy Lee for Mike Runyon. David Lochner blew up that 523.
We got Mick Stiff at the table showing his presence.
It is what it is, brother.
The sport is dumb anyway. That's why we do it. All right. Well, so we're clearly into our 600 openers. I mean, like you said, Jacob Wilson, 290 keys, an opener of
Call it now.
639.
Sumo or conventional?
Conventional. Let's Let's go.
Nice. Good call. He looks like he can be built for either, so.
Adam Mulla as well. 633. These are some big deadlift openers, folks.
Yeah, wow. Jacob taking this sweet time applying that hook grip. Oh my goodness.
And that's a close stance, too.
Close stance, a hook grip. 290, man. He might be taking 300 for a second attempt. We're going to look at LiftingCast.
At the very least.
We're going to find out. Yeah.
All right, Joseph Baller, or Baller, representing Brazos Valley Strength, coached by the David Wilson.
So I think he hit 75 and he's scratching. But he put his attempt in, so everybody's going to get their adequate rest time in between.
Oh, so Joe was only here for a QT?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, you remember?
He did 75 on squat, 190 on bench, and that's what we talked about because he missed the opening bench on a technicality. But then, yeah. James Davis on platform 2 taking 160 for his second attempt.
Wow, James.
Other than just the deadlift as a whole being impressed with, that was like a pretty technical deadlift. That was like very technically proficient. Yeah. If you're wondering, a lot of times what people do when they like kind of straighten their legs before they before they wedge. For the people at home, that's like they're doing one of two things. They're one, getting their hips in the optimal position to pull, or two, sometimes like myself, I take that opportunity to pull slack when I straighten my legs and then wedge right in there.
We're already on second attempts for both platforms now. Henry Marf, 197.5 kilos. 435, and then Thomas Mellinson's going to go 479 on platform 2 as he locks it out.
Oh, who turned the lights on?
We found out earlier it's because someone keeps leaning on the wall over there, and it's a touch screen.
Oh. Don't worry, Jan's taking care of it. There we go.
Leave it to Jan to save the world. I'm cool with it being this dark.
Yeah, was it not this dark before? Were the lights like halfway up? Or was it this dark?
They were lit up back here.
Okay. You were saying the other day, the green lights from the platform, that's like a color you don't often see in powerlifting.
It's
and
not.
I love the green.
Just don't stare at it too long.
Wait, you say you don't like it? Or
No, I said just don't stare at it too long because it I don't know, it messes with my eyes.
Oh, everything you look at is green now?
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
You have, like, that green tint in your eyes? Yeah.
They did that on purpose for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know how
Is
true
it
that
sad
is.
that I just realized that?
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day.
No,
I didn't
today is
realize.
St. Patrick's Day.
Today is St. Patrick's
It is St. Patrick's Day today. Everybody celebrated yesterday because it was Saturday, so they could be redacted today.
Well, I am not wearing green, so I have been. Actually, I am. Our lanyards are green. Can I still pinch you?
What? Pinch me, why?
Because you're not wearing green.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
All right, Jimmy going for a 600. I missed his opener. Jimmy, 600-pound pull.
What is that character on his chest?
I don't know. That was. Yeah, I wonder what he's loading for the third. Oh, also, just to touch back on Jacob Wilson, 305 second attempt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Casual. So that's 672.
We might be in line for 700. No, 670. That's a big jump.
What was his first again?
His first was 290, so he took 15.
290, 305.
Oh, well, what is it? 317.5 is like the 699.99. He
Yep.
might just add that extra 2.5, unless he really wants. Unless he really wants to hit that third dead. Well, obviously, he really wants to hit it, but in case he wants to play it safe or he's going to make that big jump.
Kenred's coming out, platform 2, 232.5 kilos.
Kenrick opting to go sumo stance for this one. We've got Michael Runyon on platform 1, representing relentless strength, 622 pounds. Ooh, I felt that drop from here.
You know what? It's the sumo pulls when they jump their legs back in closer on the way down. Those are the loudest drops.
Folks, we have got just a few more second attempts left before we get on to our final deadlifts for the entire competition. Marcus Saras, make sure to dap up all of our spotters and loaders because they put in a hell of a job this entire weekend.
Absolute shifts from them. Absolute shifts.
Oh, wow. Whitman on platform 2. 3 white lights.
Lift is good for Marcus Series. Carries.
Looks like we have another 3:05 second attempt over here from Adam Muller. I wonder if any of them have
7 in the cards.
in their sights.
Are they all,
I mean, that's
I wonder
a big
if they're all
jump.
the same class.
What's Adam? Adam 110. Jacob is also 110. So yes, they are. If you just heard that loud bang,
Oh, okay.
Jan just dropped a 5-pound bag of gummy bears on the commentator's table. That's actually the biggest bag of gummy bears I've ever seen.
It's a, yeah. 10 pounds?
Whoa! Did you guys see that pull from Adam?
What pull?
He might be good for
7+.
you know what I'm gonna say. I mean, a 15-kilo jump is
Not unheard of for
on
deadlifts.
deadlifts. It's not. That's I took that jump first to second.
It's sizable
He
for
took a
sure,
bigger
but
jump
not
on
unheard
his
of.
first to second, didn't he? Adam took a similar jump from his first attempt to his second attempt.
Okay.
I would love to see a 700-pound pull. We had a few last night, didn't we?
We had 2. Yeah, we had 2.
Jalen Johnson pulled 700.
He did 705, 755, and then he
he went for
op-
8.
He
He went
opened
for
with
8.
700, actually. Sorry, my bad.
Here's Henry Marf rounding out our third attempts on platform 1.
Who's the second 700 puller? Yes, sir.
I don't remember, honestly.
Come on, Henry. Can we find our way up, Henry?
Fair enough.
That's all right. Beautiful attempt there from Henry Marf.
Platform 2, we have Jacob Wilson taking 305. He's taking his time coming out. I understand, probably need a long time to get psyched out, locked in for 305. Taking your sweet time, I get it.
I should know that because I'm half Irish.
Oh, Brian Scarer. Excuse me, not Scherer. Brian Scarer. That's what we hear from MC Mike Perkins. Here's Jacob Wilson. Is he gripping hook on the smooth?
I think it's a touch outside, like the closest you could possibly get.
Oh, he's got at least 2 fingers on the smooth.
With,
That was
with
interesting.
the belt flick, too. You know he means business.
I wanted to time up so badly that both those guys take their third pulls at the same time. I don't think it will because I think platform 1's a little bit further ahead, but that would be sick. You heard Chuck say we got 363 pounds for James Davis.
Oh,
Our Masters
yeah.
363
Let's
pounds.
see it.
Davis is in the Masters 4, as we said, our oldest competitor of the entire competition. This is his last lift of the day.
111 pounds.
Come on, James.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wobbly
Oh.
buddy finishes. Come on, judges. No up and down that I saw. Innocent lift for James.
Awesome job.
That's unfortunately going to be a no lift for Brendan. He'll finish out 2 for 3 on deads.
We got Jimmy
Watson.
pulling 280. This is for the 9 for 9, guys. This is for the perfect meet.
617 on the bar. Isn't that? No, you pulled.
Yeah, I pulled Jimmy.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I pulled Jimmy.
Oh my God, I can't with you.
It's on stream. It happened.
Yeah. We're teammates. It's a friendly rivalry.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's got full subtitles on his chest at this
I know.
point.
That's a
have-
full sentence.
Man that is sub,
Come on, Jimmy.
not dubbed. Jimmy Two Cheeks, 617 pounds.
That's easy.
That was
That's
clean.
easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
Show
Oh,
me 3.
synchronized drop too.
Yes.
That's a 9 for 9 day for Jimmy, isn't it?
You know what?
Oh,
it is.
I don't have it
and
pulled
that's something awesome like we talked about when you train with people. Like Destiny and I, at least like 3 or 4 of our lifting days match up together. And
Yes.
similar with Jimmy, when you see somebody who works as hard, I mean, as any of us do, and you see them do perfect things on the platform, it's just awesome to see. So congratulations to Jimmy.
It all
on a
comes
fantastic
together.
meet. Yeah.
You're right. Yep. It all comes
That's what the
together.
sport's all about, man.
Yeah.
And Neil Persad. Slow grind to the top. He just got his knees locked out for that down command. Come on, judges. Oh, no
wow.
lift.
Interesting.
No lift, but that was on the hips. Interesting. Okay.
I don't know.
We're coming up on our last deadlifters, folks. Marcus with 677 pounds on platform 1. This is going to solidify his silver medal for the men's open 140 weight class.
Man, that's something I have not been paying attention to at all, like the placings of everybody.
Well, it's tough to get a read on it because you don't really see any inklings of placing until we get to deads.
Yeah, very true. And it's like mixed, isn't it kind of mixed weight classes in these flights?
Yeah, yeah.
So
But you'll
It's
see
like somewhere
here
110,
placement.
125. Yeah. In the bottom right corner of your screen is where you'll be able to see the
Alejandro's in
placing.
4th. Even if he pulls us, he's still staying in 4th. Oh, yeah, look at
So
Chuck.
if you're watching on platform 1, that is a hitch, ladies and gents. So if he's hitching, if he's bouncing the bar up the thighs, trying to lock it out, that will be a hitch. What a phenomenal attempt by Marcus, no doubt. Now here's Josh. Now this is a Team 3 lifter, like we said. This is 523 pounds. He's already solidified the Team 110 kilo weight class. But we will see. Is he in the open as well, or just team?
Do you think he's just in
I'm
the
just
team?
seeing teen, and he has a forecasted total. If he hits this, a 662.5 total. I don't know what his ambitions are, but
Oh, my God.
whoa,
What was that?
Oh, wow.
What was that?
Dude.
wow, that was so fast. But
We
he has
gotta give him a
certainly
proper
qualified.
build-up.
Yeah, he has certainly qualified for nationals if he wishes to do so.
Wow.
All right, Adam Mulla about to take his last attempt. We are now in the 700s, folks. 705 for Adam Mulla. Can he find his
Oh,
lockout?
that looks like a good lift. Give it to
That
him.
was so fast.
Give it to
Judges
him.
give it to him, and they will. 705 pounds, and that will finish our last deadlift. That will finish our coverage of all powerlifting
For platform,
platform
1. Platform 2 is still going on.
I was getting there.
We have Kenrick. I figured I'd
hold
beat
on.
you to the punch. Kenrick, let's see it. Can he do it? Oh, just looks like it's stuck on his thighs.
Yep.